Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you doing this lovely morning? I'm just sitting here chilling. Woke up kind of late this morning, so I'm half out of it right now. Um, I slept in a little bit later than normal, I guess, because my sleep schedule's probably going to be a little bit off. Saturday ended up staying up till like 3 or 4 in the morning because we had tornadoes spinoffs everywhere. So I had to stay up, watch that, watch the weather. Ugh. Hey, good morning, Mr. Maddie. How you doing? Oh, I'm half out of it. Good morning, babe. Um, I'm half asleep this morning, y'all. I was half asleep. I'm gonna tell you this one. I ain't been like some of the drama that's been going on. I've been watching some of it, and other stuff I've been missing. It just is what it is. I was over there chilling with Mr. Rat Trap. Then I was over there chilling with. Um, I saw Mr. Fumbles live this weekend. I saw Twin Mama had went live and Watcher, and I watched Watcher's replay. Went over there and hit the like button for Twin Mama. Went over to quite a few different channels this weekend. Yeah, it's a good idea to eat extra because you need that to for the energy wise to do the gym. Um, I sat there and I watched the stuff that went in. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give one word of advice um, to YTC. She does a panel show occasionally. Um, there was some drama that happened this weekend with that situation. If you're gonna have rules for your platform, you have to make everyone abide by those rules, and you have to be strict. If you're going to let beefing happen, you got to let it happen. If you're not, then you stop it in the very beginning. You got to choose which one you're going to do. If you've ever noticed when I have that happen on my panel and two people start beefing, y'all see me mute up, shut up, let them get what they got to say out, and usually one or the other party will drop after a minute, right? I do have a rule on my panel to where if let's say you were up here, Mr. Maddie, and somebody came up on the panel that you did not like or had a situation with, I wouldn't let them up because it's called respect for your panel guests. I always ask, like, do you mind if they come up? Do you have a problem with this said person? Blah, blah, blah. Um, and if the panel guest says yes, then I will have to tell the other person, I'm sorry, I can't let you up right now, out of respect for my panel guests. And it's no hard feelings. You know, it's the same thing. It's called being fair. You have to be fair. Even if you like someone and you like them a lot, you have to be fair, right? So let's say somebody I really enjoyed and really liked was on my panel and they broke one of my rules, right? I would have to drop them right away because that's only fair. I can't let them get away with things and then and then not say something to someone else. It doesn't work that way. You got to be fair across the board. You got to let people say what they're going to say because you can't also tell people how to fight. That's what we were talking about. That's been my thing that I've always said that. Now, me, myself, and I don't believe in Dragon of Kids. I don't believe of Dragon of the Dead. I don't believe in like doing stuff like that at all. But I can't tell somebody else how to fight. I can't tell somebody else how to beef with somebody else, right? The way I explained it to others when it comes to that situation. Think about a street fight. Hey, Mr. DJ, right? You're in a street fight type situation. Well, you have two people that go head up, right? They don't do anything underhanded. They head up, right? Head up with each other. But then you might have that one person that grabs sand off the ground and throws it in somebody else's eye. And you might have another person that picks up something that they see around them. And as you know, so and when it comes to a beefing situation, right? I may have my morals and the things that I do, right? But I don't mean that everybody does. Like me, myself, and I don't believe in taking shit offline. I don't believe in bothering people's family. I don't believe in doing none of that shit. That doesn't mean other people are not going to be low about their shit. Hey, Watcher Boo. And I'm going to say, Boo, don't you worry about a damn thing that's said about you over there. Because don't nobody believe it. Don't nobody care anyway. Um, we all know it's lies. I mean, look at the lies they made up about every other person, myself included. Straight up lies. You lie or you. Got the diabetes. And even if something's not a lie, you can't be held responsible for other people's actions. Like, just because I have a sister that is a drug addict doesn't mean that I'm a drug addict. I think I figured that out. I believe that is true, Watcher. I believe that to be true from the simple fact that your name just stays up in that mouth all the time. You know what I'm saying? I tell the truth about mine. You know what I'm saying? It's me, myself, and I. And who's better to tell my story than me? That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Who's better to tell my story than me? You don't know shit about me. You can claim you know, but you really don't. You know, um, that's with that situation and everything. You can't be blamed for anybody else's action, and your family has nothing to do with that. Here's the thing: everybody get mixed up with somebody, and they don't know about shit like that. I just found out. No shit. There was this dude that we knew from where I'm originally from, and just found out that he got those kind of charges. Right? You think you know a person, right? And years down the line, you're like, holy crap, that's really how they were? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you can find out those things after the fact. That's what people don't understand. You got to know the timeline of events, and you can read paperwork, you can look at certain things, but without knowing the timeline. That's why when I did that situation, I didn't just look at paperwork, right? I didn't just look at paperwork. I let a person's words speak for themselves, right? I showed multiple different things that showed who a person was, right? Let them speak for themselves to show you that they're a shit human. They can't do that to you, Watcher. They can't prove that you're a shit human because you're actually pretty good to most people that you're around. And I've done told you, you have a heart of gold. I know that if you saw somebody on the street that, you know, needed a jacket and you had a jacket, but it was your last jacket, you would try to give that jacket to that person because you know that they have it worse than you and you can get another jacket. You know, the old adage, the old saying, I would give the shirt off my back to somebody in need. Yeah. But those people would ride by or make them comment, like make them, content and laugh at them. Wouldn't try to help them. Would make them content or laugh at them. That's a super sad situation right there. When a person's heart goes from that to that. Oh no, so that's what I'm saying is like you think you know a person and then you find out who they are after the fact. Hey, Mr. Fumble. So she stole your shirt and took pictures of your nip nips. Hey, Miss Melissa, how you doing this morning? See what had happened was in retrospect. That wasn't Watcher. That was Miss Geraldine. In retrospect. Oh, I'm half asleep this morning, y'all. I woke up late. I stayed up entirely too late last night. I was um I was trying to go here, there, and everywhere all at the same time. I was in 6 different lives at one time. Uh, I was visiting everybody, Chad. I was all over the place. I think Saturday I got my sleep schedule messed up. You wasn't mad enough, but she put it on her only nips. That would be funny if they created a website that was only nips. That would be hilarious. Because what we had Saturday, I don't know if y'all know this, but we had some little storms come through. And every time you turned around, they were trying to spin off tornadoes. And then they'd weaken. And then they'd strengthen. And then they'd weaken. And then they'd strengthen. So I was up. We had one line that was supposed to come through, and it was supposed to go through at 11 or 12. And then we were supposed to have a skip until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, for some reason, the storms were moving real slow. So 10 o'clock turned to 12 o'clock for that one storm, or 11 or 1 or 2. Then the other set came through. So I was like, I just kept waking myself up, and I didn't fully fall asleep till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Because I had on my, I had it on their live stream event, and I had on the radar, and I was watching it, and I kept waking myself up staring at it. But with the situation with, it happens all the time. Some of the new people that join the beef sector don't understand how it goes. And they don't understand that in other sectors, it's just as bad, if not worse. Right? So they'll say, oh, the beef sector is bad because of this. That happens in every sector. And sometimes there's worse things that happen in those sectors. I was trying to tell someone, I was like, shit, I've gotten better, like, in the beef sector. At least most of the time we keep it on words. We may talk crap about each other. We may roast and gag each other, but a lot of times we keep it on words. We don't take it offline a lot of the times. Not saying that's every time, but a lot of the times. So yeah, you can't go out and get your hair cut because it's pouring rain. You don't want to go out in that shit. I don't blame you though. But I'd be mad too if I had like my time set up. I'm ready to get my hair cut, and then I'm like, damn, it's storming again. Hey, Mr. Montrese. But like, I'll say this: I enjoy my beef sector home because um, I've been to other sectors, and I'm gonna say this: some of them are like us in the beef sector. Like I would say, the mob tube is generally like us in a lot of ways. A lot of times, it stays on words. I will say they're having a problem with somebody who's wanting to flag the shit out of channels too, but it's one specific individual. It's not the entirety of the sector. They're not having a flagging war on each other's channels. It's one specific individual who's trying to get everybody to flag each other, and the mob tube don't like that. But what I see, you know, oh, you don't have a choice, so you still got to go out in it. Oh, I'm gonna pray for you, Miss Melissa, because I know that is a thing. I was also watching Big Rig Slaps last night with my favorite, the Hood Table, and they were talking about parenting, right? They were talking about parenting. They were talking about, discipline with being a parent. They were talking about, a bunch of different things when it comes to that. And I was sitting there saying, parenting is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but also one of the most rewarding. Like when you look at your child for the very first time and you look in their eyes, there is a connection there and a love there that you cannot explain to others unless they have a child themselves. Because it's like this unconditional. I would suppose this is what I've always said. I think the way that God looks at us is the way we look at our children, right? I think that's why, when you have a child and you look at them and you love them super, unconditionally, I think that's the way that God loves us. You parent Mr. Fumble, it's been the most rewarding. That's right, Miss Melissa. Just duck and ride the clouds in the beefing sector. That's all you got to do. I will say some of the craziest shit that's ever happened to me by white people. And watch your nose, a white racist dude. And I guess you would consider that the white sector of YouTube. But I mean, it don't really have a name per se. But yeah, the craziest shit that's ever happened to me happened in those sectors. Being in the beef sector, was I doxed a little bit? Yeah, but it wasn't like that. It was different. Um, we talked about, have I been talked shit on? Yeah, yeah. The slow the I need reading rainbow section. The My ass needs to go sit down in a corner somewhere because I ain't got no education and I have no intelligence sector. Um, the Alien versus Predator sector. The I need hooked on phonics sector. The diabetes sector. That's the perfect one right there, Watcher. They diabetes. They got the diabetes. I swear they do. And they wouldn't know what a lawyer was to save their life. They pretend to be smart when they stupid as hell too. The ignorant sector, because they're ignorant in hell. No, you know what? I wouldn't even put down ignorant people like that. Because at least the ignorant people ain't learned it, right? At least ignorant people, you know what ignorant means, right? Versus stupid. I would call them stupid and not ignorant. Because the thing about ignorance is you can still learn and change. The thing about stupidity is you know, but you still do the dumb shit. So there's a difference between being ignorant and stupid. Ignorant means you ain't learned it, so that's why you don't know it. Stupid is you know it, you still fucking do it. Some folks also don't know all they know is that they have no content. They couldn't tell you how to chill or how to like, how do you say that? Entertain a crowd without making up bullshit lies, right? They can't just sit back and have a cool conversation with people and people like them for them and have that conversation because most people wouldn't tune in. The only reason people tune into that channel at all is for the drama. So when they don't do drama, no one tunes in. The only ones that do is a very select few. Me, myself, and I don't have to do the drama. I don't have to if I don't want to. Now I know a way to crank up a live and get those 100, 2, 3, 400 in a chat. It's real super. I did it in the very beginning of my YouTube career. Go back and look at my very original videos. My original videos. I chose not to do the drama. There's a difference. Anybody in the beefing sector knows what title to put in your title and how to draw the crowd. But some of us choose not to do that. I'd rather have quality people who are sitting here chilling with me and having fun and just having a good old conversation than I would sit there and have, thousands and thousands and I'm just doing drama all the damn time. Because that shit can get very, very draining. Very draining. Fairly quickly, too. Yeah, that's very true, Miss Melissa. There's a lot of people that have, talked shit on me, and I've ignored them. And my ignore game is on point, baby. When I want to ignore you, I ignore you completely. I'm not watching anything you do. I'm not watching where you go. I don't care. The only way I find out about it is if somebody tells me. That's how good my ignore game is. I'm not paying attention to you. You're nothing to me. Not a damn thing. You're not a blip on my radar. I don't care if you fall off a bridge. My ignore game is so strong that I don't care. I'm not watching it. Somebody gonna have to tell me about it after the fact because I ain't watching it. But if I want to drag a bitch, if I choose to, I can. I can very well drag. I can very well roast and gag, but I choose not to. Yeah, I get that, Watcher. I get that. I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? It's your choice on whether you decide to clap back or not. You know what I'm saying? But I think the reason they do that is because they want your attention that bad. They want your attention that bad. That shows you, hey, Jug Florida ex murder. That shows you that they don't have nothing going on in their real life. That shows you they ain't getting laid. That shows you they ain't having a fun time in their real life. Because here's the thing, how do you have time to do all that and you don't spend time with your partner? You don't spend time with your family. It shows. You don't go out and touch grass. It shows. Because you got all the time in the world to do all that mess. But it shows how unhappy you are as a person to do that shit. It's one thing to roast and gag, but at least don't lie roast. I can't stand a lie roast. I want you to roast somebody for the facts, not the falsities. I can't stand that shit. Even in the beef sector, you know what I'm saying? I can't stand when people lie roast. At least roast them for the facts of their life. Don't lie on somebody. Tell the truth. The truth is so much more better. Sitting there lying about shit? No. And it's not entertaining to me. Like, the beef sector is actually entertaining with the roast and the gags. They're funny. They make you laugh. Hell, I laughed at my own roast in the beef sector. I laughed about what they said about me. Because that shit was hilarious. It was funny as shit. Now, was it like super serious or like you know, was it people calling people offline doing all that shit? No. It was a roast and a gag session. And it was fucking hilarious. But I seem to forget that some of these white folk, and yes, I'm talking shit about some of y'all white folk, don't know how to roast and gag to save their motherfucking life. They can't do it. They don't know how to do it, and they don't know how to be funny. They're really not funny. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not. I've yet to have a ha ha moment. I'm like, damn, at least give me a ha ha moment. Shit. Like, please, if you're going to roast me, at least make it a funny roast. You know what I mean? Calling me fat's not really funny. I've been called fat, like since I was a teenager, so that's really not gonna hurt me. Ooh, oh my god, you hurt my feelings. Like, come up with some anecdotes, like something funny, something hilarious. They're kind of like Stuart, but I wouldn't even put Stuart down like that. You know, where he goes, "Look what I can do." No, don't touch me. Sometimes I think of myself as Stuart, like, and I just think it's funny. I mean, be like Miss Kwan. He knew like a mom. Make a comedy skit out of it. Make it funny. I will say some of the roasts and the drags in the beef sector can be vicious. Not saying they can't be. They can be. But there's a lot of them that are just freaking funny. If you're gonna do it, at least do it correctly. If you're gonna try to steal other people's ideas, at least do it better, not worse. Um, you're trying to steal what they do on YouTube and what has been done for many, many years over here and make it your own, but you look like a jackass and you look stupid. It is not a good look. You don't look good. A lot of, you know what, so I'm going to say that too. If you are on this internet and more than 90% of the people hate you, you need to take a strong look in the motherfucking mirror. Very strong look in the mirror. Very strong. Almost every single person I run across respects me, loves me, all these things. I have very few haters. Everybody's going to have haters. You know, at least a few, right? Very few, though. But when you have more than 90% of people that meet you hate you, you've got a fucking problem there. You might need to go to therapy and, you know, work on yourself there. Something's wrong in your life. When you don't have any real friends and you have to basically beg for friendships, you've got a problem. You've got a problem in your real life. I don't have that problem. I could call up a friend I've had from 15 years ago. We ain't spoken 10, 15 years. You know, and it's like no time has passed. We may have not spoken in 10 or 15 years. Be careful going to the gym, babe, and have fun. But we literally, like, I got friends from high school that we may have not have spoken in 10 or 15 years, right? But I could pick up the phone tomorrow and be like, hey, what you doing? How you doing? We still good. I got people in past, like, past that I could go years without speaking to them, pick up the phone like nothing happened. I'm still cool with them. In high school, I only had two people. Actually, it was mainly just one person. But there was two people that I had a beef with all through high school. Two. Not the entire school booed me at graduation. No, in fact, the entire school clapped for me at graduation. And the only reason I had beef with those two people is because they were trying to pick on somebody else and I was taking up for somebody. Because everybody knows that I like to take up for the underdog. I like to take up for the smaller person. I've always said that. I like to take up for people who are being done wrong and done dirty. That's something that I like to do. But diabetes is a thing nowadays. And I'm over here like, if I'm going to read somebody for filth, I'm going to do it on the facts, not the falsities. I'm also not going to involve your children. I'm not going to talk about your family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take it that low. But I'm going to say this. If you take that low with someone, don't expect them not to play dirty too. If you playing that dirty, somebody's going to play dirty back with you. And when they do, it's not an if, it's a when. You're not going to like when those tables reverse and those tables turn. Because you think that you're doing that to other people and you're safe. No, there's some people out here that know some things, that know something about it. And you going to keep poking the bear until you find that shit out for real. They going to go low. And here's the thing, I don't blame them at all. They've been taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it. And when they finally blow the fuck up, I ain't saying a word. I'm going to sit back and go, I'm going to get my church voice on. I'm going to go, amen. Let the church say amen. And I'm going to be hollering, get that ass. Tear that ass up. Tear that ass up. Because at that point, if a person has literally been ignoring the shit out of you, and you keep poking the bear, well, that's on your ass. If you keep doing that, you drive a person to a point of no coming back. Love you, babe. Have fun at the gym. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Good morning, baby shark. Um, that's always gonna be your name for me, baby shark. That's what your name gonna be. So I'm gonna say this right now, Watcher. If you decide to take it low, I ain't gonna judge you, boo, because they done took it low with you for how long? How long now? And you've been steadily on ignore, 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 then finally have to say something, ignore, ignore, ignore. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, if you go low too, I ain't saying a word, because you can only take it for so long before you blow the fuck up and you show them you're real crazy. That's why I don't get in certain beefs with certain people, or certain people that I know are beefing. What happened, K fam? I know that we had a bunch of spin ups Saturday night ourselves, and it was pretty rough. And I didn't get no damn sleep Saturday night, to the point I had to cancel Sunday for D&D. And y'all know I don't do that. I had a headache because of no sleep. And so I laid down for most of the day Sunday because my head was starting. You ever got to where you ain't had enough sleep and you start to get a headache because of it? I'm just saying that I can't tell nobody else how to fight. And if you feel like you've been pushed into a corner, I can't say nothing when you come out swinging. And I'm gonna say, you know, there's a point in time where you can't keep doing that to people. You got to stop. There's somebody has to stop the beef. Somebody had, like, if somebody's ignoring you, ignore them. That's what I do. Like, right? There's been people that don't like me. There's very few people in the beef sector that don't like me, but there are some, right? And we ignore each other. We don't say hey to each other in chats. We don't bother each other. We just ignore each other. I ignore them. They ignore me. We ignore each other. Every once in a while, they make a smart ass comment, and I don't pay attention to it. Because if I did, then I would start that beef, and to me, it's not worth it. Because here's the thing I'm going to tell you. If the beef don't pay, don't do it. It ain't worth it. If the drama don't pay you, if you ain't getting paid, I hate to say it like this, and it's not all about money. It is not. But is it really worth starting? Is it really worth bothering with? Have that drama in your life. 2 years is a long fucking time, bro. I don't think I could have that kind of vitriol for someone. Okay, nothing too bad. Just hell took out the back windshield. Ooh, don't scare me like that, K fam. Don't scare me like that. I thought it was something bad, child. I thought it was something bad. Hold on just a minute. My son just walked in. I'm gonna say this right now. Um, when two people beef, right, and two people are fighting, if you got a problem with someone, I gotta say this. I've got to say this out loud. It's just on my mind. And you got a problem with someone and you're holding it back and not saying their name, say it with your full chest, because a person won't know if you don't tell them. Nobody's a mind reader. Say a name. I'm going to tell you, if you got a problem with me, tell me to my fucking face. Say, I'm going to start singing a song. Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game. You know what they say, K fam. If you can't duck it, fuck it. That's what they say down south. If duct tape don't fix it, fuck it. If you can't duck it, fuck it. That's what they say down south because we use duct tape for everything. What you talking about? I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them in. Your true colors, shining through like a rainbow. I don't know why that song just came to mind. Y'all know I'm like a random jukebox half the damn time. And if you say a certain word for some reason, it comes into my brain. I'm going to say this right now. Something I learned a long time ago from the beef sector. I'm going to teach y'all all something. It don't matter what. It does not matter what part of YouTube you are in. This right here will help you along the way. When two people are having a beef, and it ain't got shit to do with you, right? Ain't got shit to do with you. Don't involve yourself. Because those two people can make up in 2 to 3 weeks and they can figure the shit out themselves. And then you're going to look like the jackass. Stay the fuck out of it. That's it. And here's the thing. I'm going to use an example. Let's say I tried to involve myself in the situation with Mr. Fumble and Miss Betty and Miss Danny and Mr. and all that stuff and Mr. Twin Mom, all that. I tried to involve myself. And then they make up and they talk their shit out. Then I'm going to look like a jackass for taking a side. When I should have kept my little happy ass out of it because I'm going to hurt somebody that I supposedly claim I care about. Right? And that's why when that situation went down, I was on mute. I stayed the fuck out of it because I cared about all parties involved and did not want to, first off, add to the beef. That's one thing. 2, I wasn't picking a side because I liked all parties involved, right? And 3, I was staying the fuck out of it because let's say they make up in 2 weeks and I'm talking shit, like bad shit. This is hypothetical. I wouldn't do this. Bad shit about Miss Danny and Miss Betty and Miss Twin Mama, or I'm talking mad shit about Mr. Fumble. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going back and forth, and I'm doing both of them. I'm gonna look like the total jackass for doing that. Do not do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't get in between that shit. Stay the fuck out of it. Be like Bennett and don't be in it. Because how many times in the beef sector, anybody that is in here from the beef sector, if you're in the clouds, drop down and say this. We have had content creators who would be fighting for 6 months and you think it's up and stuck. 6 months later, they make up, they're cool again. Now you look like the jackass. See, that's the thing about me, Watcher Love. I don't want to fit in. I want to be myself. I always want to be me, myself, and I. I don't want to be nobody else. I like being myself. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been the type to want to be popular or want to be in that crowd, but I have been in that crowd just because of chilling. Just because being the chill ass person I am, right? But I don't have to, if you don't like me for me, I don't want to change myself to fit in. Like, I want you to like me for me and who I am. You know what I'm saying? And who I am as a person, right? Because if I change, I used to be that person, Watcher. I am going to say that. I used to be that people pleaser person that tried to change myself to fit in. And then I realized, this is what I realized long, long ago, this middle school shit, right? I realized that changing myself to be what they wanted me to be meant that I was not truly being myself and I was being not uniquely myself. I was not being unapologetically myself. I was being a fake version of myself. I was being a fake ass motherfucker. And I realized, here's the thing, that means that if you're being fake and not being authentic, right? That means that when you do show your true self, people aren't going to like you because they thought you were something total different. Because you wasn't being your true self from the very beginning. And that's why I refuse to do that ever again in my entire life and try to people please and do all this shit. I'm going to be me. And if you don't like me, you can kiss both sides of my ass, or you can like me and we can be cool as fuck. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm going to be me, and that's all I know how to be. And either you like me, you love me, or you hate me. I'm just going to keep being me. And here's the thing, not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's also okay. It's always been that way. It's always going to be that way. No matter what, you're not going to always be everybody's cup of tea, and that should be fine with you. um, Realize when you do find the people that you are their cup of tea, right? You got good people around you, then you got quality people. It's not always about quantity, because when you have quantity, sometimes you have people in that crowd that are absolutely there wanting to stab you right in the back while smiling in your face. But when you have quality people that are there for you because they like you, that's less likely of chance happening. Not saying that it can't, because can't never could do nothing, and can't is not a word that is in my vocabulary because it always can, right? You don't say can't because it can happen. You just don't know when or if it's going to happen. But like, that's why I love having uh my little lives in the morning, because I know a lot of people have to catch my replays because of people being at work, people being busy, taking care of kids, cleaning households. That's why I have a lot of bush watchers sometimes, because they be busy. I know, right? Some folks, I don't want to be their cup of tea. Don't drink me. Bitch. I might poison you. Like, there's some folks, don't even try to drink my cup of tea. I might poison your ass. I don't like you neither. Oh, also, this is your med check reminder. If you ain't took your medications, please take your medications. I almost forgot to do the med check reminder, y'all. You know I got to remind folks to take, and I'm not taking my medicine until after I get off the live. I learned my lesson that if I take my capsule medicine and I talk, for some odd reason, it wants to come back up and it don't want to stay in my belly, and it's got to stay in my belly. You get in my belly. Okay, I'm totally not. I'm doing the fat man thing. Now, Mr. Fumble, on that one video, I swear to God, I could also be the Brenda character. When she's standing behind the thing, in that one slide, going, "Oh Lord, she done found me." Maybe if I stand here and I'm quiet, they won't see me. Oh shit, she saw me. That could totally be me too. But know that I always have my holy water and bug spray ready. See, that's what I'm saying, Watcher. The people who I don't want to be their cup of tea, I might poison that cup of tea, so don't drink it. Just saying. If I don't like you like that, homie, we ain't cool. Don't drink that cup of tea. I also might bite, but here's the thing. Charlie bit me. I do tend to bite people, but only if you ask nicely, okay? You have to ask me nicely. And I have to make sure that you don't have no cooties or diseases. I don't bite folks that got cooties and diseases. I can't be doing all that. Ain't nobody got time to be in the hospital for your bullshit. Ain't nobody got time to be biting a motherfucker and getting some lockjaw or getting some motherfucking diseases that Ajax won't rub off. I'm okay about that. I ain't biting them nasty motherfuckers. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I mean, I could do like a Mike Tyson and bite somebody's ear off if I wanted to, but then I got to think about them motherfuckers might have STDs or something, and I don't want that shit in my life. Hey, shaker, 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 shaker. I caught you when I fell asleep to your live last night, shaker, shaker, shaker. I had to recatch the replay this morning because I fell asleep during your live. I was like, I shouldn't have been up that late. You know I ain't never up that late. You know I'm usually in bed with the chickens, child, and I get up with them. So I'm usually in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. I am not. I am not. And I repeat, a person that stays up late. Because when I do, when I wake up in the morning early as shit, because I get woke up by dogs at 6:30 in the morning, I'm not a good morning person. Mm-mm. You don't want to see me grouchy. I'm worse than Oscar the motherfucking Grouch. If you wake me up, if I don't get my sleep, I'm just saying you don't want to do that. The crazy Charlie comes out, and crazy Charlie's not a nice person. Like I'm a nice person, but crazy Charlie, no, that bitch is psycho. I don't fuck with that hoe. Okay, I'm just saying that hoe. She needs to stay over yonder way in her little corner and let her do her little thing over there. But I was catching your live last night, and you right, Shaker. You telling people the truth. If you're going to have a panel show with drama, like if somebody was disrespecting, I told this to Jay Dunn, somebody was disrespecting you, Shaker, right? And you popped up on my panel, and you was just talking about whatever my what I was talking about, my thing that day, right? And somebody came up here. First, I would ask, Shaker, do you mind if such and such come up? You said, yeah, I'd let them up. They started talking shit to you. Well, I'm not going to tell you not to talk shit back or to go low. The only thing I am going to ask is for both parties to don't break terms of service, right? And if one of the parties, even if I like you and you do it, I'm dropping your ass. Point blank, period. I don't care if you my bestie. If you do that shit, I'm gonna drop your ass. Because you gotta be firm when you set rules. So if you're going to enforce rules during a drag, right? You gotta do that. Or you just gotta shut the fuck up, let them do their thing, not pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Let them do their thing and then move on. You have to, if you're going to do that kind of panel, um, you got to have a strength about you. You got to be able to control your shit. Or don't do it at all. And if somebody comes up off topic trying to drag and you don't want the drama, tell them you got to go. Or you drop them to the back and say, hey, that's not the subject at hand. If you want to stay on subject, you stay up here. But if you're not going to stay on subject, you got to drop. You got to set, as the content creator, the rules and regulations for your shit and enforce them to everybody evenly, fairly across the board. Evenly. You've got to be even with your stuff. You can't, and you've got to make sure that when you enforce specific rules, everybody has the same rule, and you've got to be firm about it. You got to demand your respect. It's your platform. Don't let nobody tell you what the fuck to do on your shit. Point blank, period. And here's the thing, if you're not listening to the drags and somebody has to repeat it for you, you're not paying attention to your channel enough to stop that shit. And if you're going to stop dragging the kids, you got to stop when people do other things too, because some people ain't got kids, right? So they're going to drag their dead mama or their dead grandparents or blah, blah, blah. So you got to be fairly with everything or let everything fly. You got to do one of the two. You either got to be real fair about it and have specific rules and have them set, have people know about them. And that's why I told this was my observation to YTC. Create a banner, right, with your rules at the bottom, scrolling at the bottom. That way, if anybody breaks your rules, they cannot claim they did not see them and drop them, even if they're your best friend and your moderator. Because you have to be fair to every person, not just one, all. Or during a dragathon, there's no rules, either or. It has to be one or the other. And if you are going to enforce any, you got to enforce all of them. You got to be a strong individual to take care of one of those panels. I've had shit show panels happen over here. I've had shit go down, right? And I let every individual speak their piece fairly. Did not cut off nobody for what they was saying. Let them say whatever the hell they wanted to say. They all know there's one or two words that are not to be said on my platform. That there is no doxing on my platform. And I will drop that shit right away. Right? And before somebody came up, I repeated those rules if they were new people. Because they didn't know my rules. Right? So I repeated those same rules previously to them coming up. And if they broke one of my rules, and let's say they didn't know it, I dropped them to the back right quick. I was like, such. Now you can come back up, but remember my rules. Brought them back up, let them go on about their business. Let them keep dragging each other. I'm not getting in the middle of it. I'm like Bennett and I ain't in it, damn it. Sometimes if you're going to do that, you got to let it be even. Now, there ain't but one or two people who cannot and will not ever hit my motherfucking panel. Well, actually, there's probably about 4. They'll never be able to touch this link. Ever. If they hit it, they'll have to hit it after the show or something when I'm not around. But while I'm live, they will never be on my panel. Ever. Not never, ever, 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 ever. You want to know why? Because I don't deal with that shit. I know, right? If I'm going to get blamed for something, at least let it be something I actually did. Like, don't lie on me, too. I can't stand that shit. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You ever want to see Charlie piping hot mad and get pissed off and go to fuck off on somebody? Lie on me to the point of saying I did something that I really didn't do and I know I'm right. Child, I will stand on that hill and I will die on that hill, because one thing I ain't never did is try to lie on somebody. I don't do that. I don't put jackets on people's backs, even though people went around saying I did when I didn't. I don't do that shit. I don't believe in that. If I say somebody did something, most likely I have definite proof. I have paperwork in front of me that says it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to throw a jacket on somebody all willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? I have proof. At least tell the truth on me. It's not that hard. I can't stand no damn liars. I can't stand lying. Lying is a pet peeve of mine. Even when I was a kid and I knew I was going to get my butt whooped, I knew I was going to get in trouble. I still told the truth. I told the truth even if I was going to get in trouble. My mom and daddy knew that too. My sister knew that too. When she used to try to sneak out, she knew that if I was asked face to face, like if they didn't ask, I ain't telling, right? I ain't telling because they didn't ask. But if they looked at me and said, you know, specific keywords, did such and such happen? I'd be like, yes, it did. Because I'm going to tell the truth, right? If not, you didn't ask me, I ain't telling. I ain't snitching. Now, I was also told not to snitch when I was a kid. We were told not to be tattletelling as a kid. So I didn't tattletale, right? But if they ask me point blank period of question, I'm telling the truth. the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Because that's just one of my things. It's like I've never been. I think the only time I ever lied about something, it wasn't even a lie, it was a white lie, was a friend of mine had on some shorts that was too little for her body, and the shirt didn't match, and it looked real rough. So I didn't lie to her. I did basically tell her that it didn't look right, but I did it in a nicer way, right? I didn't do it in a way that would crush her confidence, because she already had bad self-image of herself. So I wasn't going to do that to her. I didn't go. She said, "Does this make me look fat?" And I go, you know, I didn't say, "Yeah, you look fat. That looks fucked up. Don't wear that shit." I didn't say that because that could have hurt her feelings. So I said it in a different way. I said, "That shirt really don't go with them shorts. Let's go try to find something that matches better, that goes better together and looks better on your body. Because that right there don't go good together. And it makes you look bigger, and you ain't even that big." You know what I'm saying? So I said it. I still told the truth. I just said it in a different way so I wouldn't crush her confidence. As you see, that's the same thing, right? I just said it in a nicer way. There's a difference. I still told the truth, but technically that is a white lie. That's what I call white lies, when you try to do something not to hurt somebody. I totally did bite Gen X though, for real though. Gen X is a cool dude. What up, Gen X effect? Also, I want to say again that I'm super happy for you, and I hope everything with that situation works out. And congratulations again, because finding love is one of the best things in the universe. Good morning, Mr. David. How you doing this morning? Mr. David Lopez, how you doing? Mr. Gen X effects. Um, if Gen X, if y'all haven't watched him, Gen X is one of the chillest, coolest persons. I swear to God. You'll love his content. And here's the thing: even though I'm technically a millennial, Mr. Gen X, I kind of have lived in the Generation X. I'm in that part where they call us zillennials or something like that, because technically I was born in 1987, right? So I'm in that area where we did the things that Gen X did, and did the things um that millennials did. So we had the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. We still played outside and drank from the water hose. You know what I'm saying? We still had the rule of you come in before the street lights come on. You know, we still had all of the experiences that Gen X had while having the experience of what millennials have. But I want people to know you're cool as fuck, Gen X. I actually really enjoy you. Um, I think you have an actual really good voice too for live streaming. And I noticed, I'll give you some advice. I noticed that sometimes you get a little nervous, and other times you don't, right? And I'll say this: there's no need. People are going to like you, Gen X, just because of who you are. You know what I'm trying to say? Hey, Gamecock Jenny. Gamecock Jenny also really chill as fuck. When you watch her live streams, she's just outside showing you the bird feeder and just talking and shit. You know what, Gamecock Jenny? I think also one day when you have like your computer out or something, I would love to join you on panel one day and just bullshit. I love your voice. I love how you're chill as fuck. And I think you just have that, like, you know, that attitude that draws people in because you're chill as fuck. Same thing with Gen X. Same thing with Watcher of Crazy, if y'all have ever watched her. It's like some folks, Mr. Fumble, they just have that chill ass attitude that just draws people in. See, that's what I was saying, Gen X. See, I catch on to things. You have no reason to be nervous. whatsoever. People are going to like you because of who you are and how chill as fuck you are. Like, you could sit there and tell me a story about some of the shit you've been through, and I would sit there and listen intently. You have what it takes to be an amazing YouTuber and podcaster just because of who you are. You could literally be talking about like some shit you went through, or just come on here and talk to the people in your lives, right? Just sit there and chill and have conversation, and people are going to listen. You have a good way about you. Like, I'm just telling you, like, it may start out slow, Gen X. As you see, it starts out slow for everybody that's a small content creator, right? When I first started my shows, I did have some drama go down. So I had a lot of stuff. But when you're doing regular content, it takes a little. You know what I'm saying? But you got this. I'm telling you, Gen X. I just, from watching your streams and seeing how you are, I'm telling you, you got this. You can handle shows. You can do these lives. Please do not give up. It's the same thing I've told Watcher. Watcher has that personality. She's just funny. She's just got those. She's got anecdotes and says stuff that's just hilarious. I love when Gamecock Jenny be talking about, sometimes the way her neighborhood is, and then she talks about the animals, and she be talking to the birdies like they can understand her. I love that shit. I think she's very, very entertaining and just have a good conversation, just talking back and forth. Don't give up and do your thing, and don't be afraid. And let's say you don't have anything to say right away, and you think I got to feel the air. There's dead air. No, there's no such thing as dead air on here, right? You'll notice that sometimes I'll be quiet for a second, and that's okay. When I first started, I was extremely nervous. I would say my catchphrases all the time. I would go, I would go, chow, because that was my word. And it took one of my friends, Jay Dunn. Y'all seen her on here. I call her Jay Dizzle. She called me out on it. She said, Charlie, if you don't stop saying chow all the time, I swear to God. And I was like, I'm sorry. It's like my comfort word, right? For me, it was my comfort word. I had to get out of that. I had to break myself from that. I used to have a problem with saying, you know what I mean? You heard me? I used to say those too as comfort sayings. And I had to realize I had to calm that down. I only did those things when I was nervous, right? If you look at yourself, there's probably certain words or phrases that you say when you're nervous. Now, you could use those as your catchphrases and make I need to get on it. Watcher, I may need to talk to you, boo, and see what you used for your storefront. I'm going to do a storefront. I'm going to do merch. There's certain key phrases I want to put on t-shirts that I use and have used for many, many years. And so I'm going to eventually do that, put it on coffee cups, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and stuff like that. And the Gen X effect. Do you realize that your name itself could be an amazing, amazing merch? Do you know how many people in Gen X, like, you could do shows about your generation, just about your generation, right? And people would tune in and love it. Yep, I do the same thing, Jeanette. Start touching my hands, rubbing your hair, my kneecap. Do you do your right kneecap too? Like when you get nervous and you're sitting down, just start rubbing your right kneecap. Sometimes I do that, I swear. I think that there's a lot that you could do with the Generation X theme on merch. There is a lot you can do when it comes to that. You have a merch shop already? See, you already ahead of the game. I ain't even got a merch shop yet. Shit. I need to go over there and check out your merch and get me some when I get some extra money. See, I like to support people. I've bought, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Miss Josie from the Mob Tube has books. and I bought both of those. Mr. G2K has a poetry book. I bought those. I like to support people. I also need to get Watcher's merch. I want one of her cow shirts. Oh, Watcher, you should totally do a shirt and put the donkey on it. You should totally do a donkey shirt and say "kiss my" and put the donkey in there. Or see my and on the front, and then see my and put the donkey, and on the back put kiss my, and then put the back of the donkey's butt. Mm-hmm. Put the donkey's butt on the back of the shirt and say kiss my. You get it? Uh-huh. I hope you get your coffee, Mr. David. I'm gonna say this, Gamecock Jenny. I am sorry to whoever made fun of your amputation or makes fun of amputees, because they don't understand why, first off, the person lost their leg, their arm, whatever it might have been, and they don't know what you go through. Like where we were talking about the other day, we were talking about the where they make the sleeves, and they make the it's called the orthotics. It's so if you know the I call it the brace, the person who did my son's braces for his legs. I called her the brace lady, but technically she didn't just take care of AFO braces for children. She also did for amputees. They did specialty legs and arms, all that stuff. Any kind of orthotic. If you needed a back brace, so on and so forth. All those different things that you need to have fitted for you. They do those things. So yeah, the fabrication. They do the fabrication. Um, I think it's called orthotics, or I, the clinic that he went to, I absolutely adored every person in that clinic. They were the coolest, awesomest people. I swear to God. Um, I'll say this right now, though. I am sorry about whoever tried to make fun of your amputation, because here's the thing: they don't know what it's like. And I've heard about this. I've heard about the what is it? The phantom pain in the part that you don't even have anymore. I've heard about the they don't know what it's like to when you put the pressure on that thing to be able to walk on that false leg, or to be able to use that false arm that you go through every day of your life. You know what I'm saying? And what it is to learn to re-walk again, or to reuse that arm, or so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And that's bullshit making fun of an amputee. We have a lady that is associated. She's not in the beef sector. I forget what her sector is called. Um, but she's a double amputee. And her name is Solid Sunny. She you know what I'm saying? And she has to deal with people making fun of her all the time for that situation. And I don't think it's cool, but maybe that's just me. I also don't believe in making fun of anybody's disability, because it's something that they can't help, right? It's something they were born with or developed because of a situation. Like if I'm going to make fun of somebody, it's not going to be because of that. And if I do make fun of a person with disability, if I did, let's say I did, I'm going to make fun of them for whatever reason, but not because of their disability. Right? But I myself just like to be chill. But let's say I was beefing with somebody with a disability. I'm not going to make fun of their disability. I'm going to find something else to talk about them. That's like somebody tried to tell me that they had anorexia or some shit like that, or had surgery or whatever. I wouldn't make fun of their surgery. Never have, never would. Don't mean I can't make fun of your looks. Hey, Mr. MRH, how you doing, Mr. Rob, my Brad Hunter? Oh, I had last night when I went over to Mr. Rat Trap, I was visiting a couple people. I fell asleep on all y'all last night. I did. I did. I fell asleep on everybody. Y'all know I do that sometimes. I'll tune in and start saying, hey, start chatting, and then all of a sudden I'll shut up. When you see that happen sometimes, that means I don't fell asleep, especially if it's late at night. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I gotta go check on I know that Mr. Rocco was doing well. I saw the lives that Mr. MRE did, but y'all know I love to check on Rocco and I love the animals. All of them. I think they're all amazing. Animals are like the sweetest things ever. I can't believe it, but right now I only have one of the pups in here with me, and it's the big girl, and she is sleeping. My new puppy, she's sleeping. She's so sweet. Also, update on the three puppies that I helped. You know, the ones I showed y'all the picture of and did the little short. We found one of them a home. So Saturday we found a home for the male. Somebody came and got him. I gave him a squeezy tube to put down his back because I hadn't had a chance to go get it yet or do it for his flea and tick problem. We still have the two females, so we're trying to find them homes. And this morning I'm gonna recall my local humane society because I can't keeping them on the back porch like that. You know, it's not fair to them. It's not fair to my inside animals. It's just not fair. And so I want to be able to find them their forever homes as pretty fast as I can because also I don't want my son to get attached to them and then have to give him away because it'll break his heart. So right now he's been trying to stay away from them because of that. 'Cause he has a big heart. Hey, Miss Tracy, how you doing this morning, love? How's your pain and everything? You doing okay this morning? I know how it is, you know. Some of us I have degenerative disc disease, if you didn't know. And it came from a wreck when I was 15 years old. I lived in an area, we had a bus accident. That for the rest of my life, now I have, right? I got a neck condition because of it. I have bursitis in my neck, and my C3, C4, C5, and C6, I believe, are all like bulged and like problems with them. And I have enteropathy, which where I have arthritis pretty much in my back as young as I am. I shouldn't have that, but I do, right? But anybody who has to deal with a problem like that for the rest of their life, you have your good days and you have your bad days, right? Just like when people have mental health, you have your good days, you have your bad days. But I've heard about that phantom pain Gamecock Genie about people with amputations or stuff. Like they have like one of my somebody I knew had no hand. And he said that he used to get pains in his fingers knowing he didn't have any on that hand, right? And they say that that phantom pain ain't no joke. Like it's crazy. I've heard some people say like after they get their teeth pulled, just people who got their teeth pulled say that they feel like pain in their tooth when there's no tooth there. I've heard about the phantom pain syndrome. I'm not actually on muscle relaxers, but probably should be, but I don't like taking too much medicine. Um my muscles stay tense all the time in my neck. I look like a weightlifter because of that in my neck. But they always have been that way since I was young. I also have limited what is that called? The word I'm looking for. Mobility in my neck. Pretty much I can't turn my neck but so far on each side. I can't look over my shoulder with my neck problem. I have to turn my entire body. So if I accidentally jerk my neck too hard, I can mess myself up. Or anybody had anything cool happen this weekend? Anybody go any places? I saw that Miss Candace Miss Candace Howard, I saw that she went somewhere nice and she was in the sand, child, and she had her cute little fingernails done and stuff. I hope she had her some fun. Had her some fun in the sun. Me, myself, and I this weekend, we watched, I had never watched the series Now You See Me, Now You Don't about the musicians, not musicians, but magicians. Um, we watched that series this weekend. Then we watched some Papa Gut. I don't know if any of y'all watch Papa Gut, but he's on here on YouTube, and we watched some of his. And I finished Dying Light 1 fully because I was literally at like 94% and stopped playing and started playing something else. So I went and finished it. I'm trying to finish Dying Light 2. So I can say I completely got 100% on both of them. And I did all the DLCs for Dying Light 1, finished the game completely. Doing the same thing for Dying Light 2. I got to get used to the controls again, though. I don't know if you've ever done that, if you stopped a game halfway through and then go back and you're like, oh shit, what were the controls again? But that happened to me. Thank you, Watcher Boo, for being amazing moderator this morning. Thank you. You got your squash plants planted this weekend? That's good, Farmer Fred. You got your squash. Mm-hmm. You watched Jenny in Georgia? How good is that show? Like, I be asking. I don't watch a lot of TV. I truly don't. Thank you, my watcher boo. Our Farmer Fred, our garden is looking real good. We got our first set of peppers off of them. We got our first, harvest. It was small harvest, the first one, right? But they're starting to bloom out real good, and the plants are looking real good. And we had to put sticks in our tomato plants because they're starting to get tall. I will say this to anybody: if you're trying to grow a garden and you do the tomato sticks, or you're trying to tie up a plant, keep your old shirts, like old t-shirts that are made out of cotton or soft material. And let's say you get a hole in one of the shirts, right? Keep that, because you can cut up those old shirts and use them for strings to tie up the plants, and it won't hurt the plants. It won't cut into the plants. So keep old shirts and things like that to use. And you may have to tie multiple, pieces together, because obviously a shirt is only so big and so long. So you might need to tie multiple pieces together to make a pretty good size string, but keep them. They'll help you with, and those ties will last for a while. Like they of course, over time of being out and exposed to the elements, will eventually have a problem, but they'll actually last for a couple of seasons. Oh, Bambi likes to eat the tomatoes, the beans, and the peas. Well, I don't right now have them coming up in my yard. Uh, the deer tend to stay out in the woods, but we do have a deer feeder in the woods to make sure the deer eat when it's not season, right? So that the population will flourish and do all those things. Hey, Rare Treasure Boo, how you doing, love? How's your morning going? How you feeling today? You feeling all right? Huggies. We was just over here chit chatting, talking about gardens and talking about pain and seeing how everybody's pain's doing this morning, and how everybody's feeling and what did they do over the weekend. And if I had, now I will say something. I did see some of the drama. I snap, crackle, and pop every morning, Red Treasure. Yeah, I be snap, crackling, popping. Now I will say, I saw people trying to put a jacket on Lemon's back. I don't believe in that. Not without definite proof. I don't believe in putting jackets on people without proof. I wouldn't put that on nobody. I don't care if I like you or I don't like you. I'm not doing that. And with that situation, I think Lemon needs to keep some of them crazy motherfuckers off this apparatus. Just saying. If I had to give him one word of advice, keep some crazy folks away from your child. But this Wellness Wednesday, Rare Treasure and Tracy and anybody who wants to join, I thought we might talk about having to live with a pain condition. And the pain condition can be any, um, you know what I'm saying? Any pain, any pain that you have, whether it be from a back condition, whether it be fibromyalgia, so on and so forth, right? And I thought this Wellness Wednesday we could talk about that and how it is dealing with it and living with it every day. Here's the thing. Um, Miss Joy, you live with your son and he's a pain in your ass. Well, we could talk about that pain too, because sometimes our kids can be pains in our asses, but we love them. They're our pains in the asses, and we care about them. That could be a thing for topic Tuesday, Miss Joy. Mm-hmm. We could talk about how our kids are pains in our asses, but we love them. And what it's like to be a parent and to raise children, or even, raising fur babies. Because a lot of people, I'm going to say this, I consider you a parent, even if you've never had a child, for three reasons. If you've done these three things, you have an animal that you take care of every single day, right? You have a child that you have taken into your heart as your own child, right? Like, may not be physically you've had them or pushed them out of a JJ, but you taken up for them, or father who stepped up. You know what I'm saying? I don't call you a step parent. You stepped up to the plate and did your job. I would also love to have like men and women on the panel about a topic like that, because I would like to hear it from the male perspective of what it was like for them as a parent. Like when you first looked at your child or you first held your child for the first time, what were your feelings on it? For me, it was, I had this awe in my heart. And when I looked at my son, I just felt this instant connection and this love it is so unconditional. You know what I'm saying? There are no conditions attached to it. That doesn't mean, now I will say this, that doesn't mean as a parent that you have to like everything your child does. It just means that you love them no matter what happens, right? Doesn't mean that you have to put up with their bullshit, because they do become adults and sometimes they become assholes. I'm just saying. And do not put yourself down if that does happen, because let me tell you this. My mom and daddy raised two kids exactly the same. Now they raised three, but my one brother was special needs and he passed away. But I'm talking about two girls, not far apart in age, exactly the same raising. One of us turned out okay, the other one turned out crazier and all batshit. Right? That's not their fault though. That happens, okay? They did to the best of their ability, and she chose what the fuck she wanted to do when she got grown. Miss Rare Treasure, I got two on the back porch right now. Two pups that I saved. I don't know if you were here last week, but last week or week before last, it was on Friday. We people have a bad problem of dropping off puppies in my area and just dumping them. And somebody dumped the mama dog and the puppies, and the mommy didn't make it, but we rescued the puppies, and I got one of the puppies a home so far, trying to get the other two puppies a home. And I'm gonna say this, Miss Red Treasure, if I didn't already have four, girl, I done reached out to you for one of them, but I got four and I can't have no more. I got too many. And basically I got my four that I have. And right now I have two extra on the back porch and I'm trying to find them a home. So I have six and they eat me out of house and home, child. Them new puppies are eating me out of house and home. I had to go buy, like, I buy 50 pounds of dog food at a time. I buy a big bag and I keep it in my pantry, right? Child, if I ain't already had to go buy a new bag of food, I ain't sitting here. Them damn puppies are eating me out of house and home, but they getting fat, they getting fluffy, they getting healthy, so that's all that matters. I do have to call the event coordinator. It's not the event coordinator, it's the intake coordinator back today and see if they have placement for the two pups that I have on my back porch um and whatnot. I will say this. The claw struck you. Miss Tracy, is it already closed over or is it still open? I would suggest anytime if you have animals and let's say they claw you, they do any of that, keep rubbing alcohol in your cabinet at all times and maybe some iodine and some what's that cream called? Dang it, why is it not coming to mind? Neosporin. Okay, what you do as soon as you get clawed or anything like that from a cat or a dog, it's gonna burn like a bitch. But take the alcohol and put on it, and it's gonna you're gonna want to basically wash it out with warm water and soap, and then put some of that. It's gonna get rid of any of the bacterias that could possibly get on the inside. You can do iodine also. That'll keep the bacteria away. Then you put, your little Neosporin and a Band-Aid. Then after a day, you take the Band-Aid off. Make sure there ain't no Neosporin. You got to let it dry up and scab up. If it's already scabbed up, um, as long as you don't run a fever. If you start running a fever or if you touch it and it's hot to the touch, that means you're getting an infection in it, right? Um, I swear to God, Miss Rare Treasure, if I could, I would, if I had 100 acres and had all the money in the world, I would make uh, I would make myself into a nonprofit organization, for rescuing animals if I could do that. But I don't have the money to do that, nor do I have the. I mean, I kind of have the land, but not really. You need a little bit more than what I have to really do what I want. Um, but my shelter near my home is a humane society. If you have a humane society, most of them are no kill, and they will find the puppies homes. Now, I'll tell you something else you can do, Rare Treasure. Right? If you have it, if you have a shelter in your area, you can call them to put up the pictures of your dogs or their website. You don't have to turn them over to them. You could just put they can advertise them free to good home. You know what I'm saying? For you. Make up pictures of the pups and put it on a poster type situation. And a lot of your local grocery stores and gas stations will allow you to put them up in their window. And the kind of puppy that you got, people will flock to those puppies and want them. And if you could technically probably sell those puppy, Rare Treasure. Chihuahua Poodle Maltese mix. They're black labs. They're black lab puppies, Rare Treasure. They're full blooded black labs. The male, somebody took him. I have two females left. Um, and they told me they were going to name him Luke. Okay, watch your boo love. I have the yard. Right now they're on my back porch. And I have a pretty decent sized back porch and I let them out, but I'm trying to keep them separated from my inside dogs because them being puppies, I don't want if they had anything or something like that, it my inside dogs to be, interacting and possibly getting something. So what I do right now is I have this big cage, right? When I go to take out my inside dogs, I get them in the cage. I let my inside dogs go do their business because they're on the back porch, and the fence that I let my big dogs out in is off the back porch. So I let them do their business, and then I bring mine back in. And while I'm out there, I put their food and water. Then I let them out of that big cage, and let them roam on the back porch, and let them go down. Let them do their things and stuff like that. But that's the way I'm doing it right now, just to be on the safe side. Um, Trying to keep basically, I got to build a secondary fence. That's what I got to do. A secondary pen, so that when this happens, I can keep them separate from my inside dogs, right? In another area, because you always have to worry about parvo. You always have to worry about things like that when you're rescuing, right? So I've got to get a secondary area, a different area, and build a fence so that when this happens, I don't take the chances of introducing that to my inside animals. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, rare treasure. That's why I just found out that my shelter is a no kill, which I'm super happy about because I refused for many years. They were a, you know what I'm saying, and I refused to take animals up there and would try to find them homes. Hey, Arkansas, there's my gangster sauce. Girl, I've been missing you, gangster sauce. How you doing, beautifuls? So yeah, that's why the other day I put up my cash app was anybody wanted to donate to the puppy fund, because child, they eat me out of house home. I got to get them some more flea stuff. I got to give them a 7 worm dewormer. And I told the people who picked up the puppy I'd only had him for like 2 or 3 days at that point when they came and got him. I hadn't had a chance to do all that stuff yet with them. Literally, I told y'all about it Friday, Saturday, they come and picked up the mail. So I didn't really have a chance. I'd only had him for like 2 days, maybe. I didn't have a chance to do all the things or whatnot. So I told him that. But I did give him a tube of the squeezy stuff that I had in my cabinet. For my other dogs, my inside dogs, I gave him a tube of it because I hadn't had a chance to go to the store yet and get that. And so I'm just right now in the process of trying to find them a good home. Um, the 2 lab puppies or whatnot. I got the male, somebody came and got him. So the 2 female lab puppies, they're full blooded, they're little puppies. When I say they're probably about 3 or 4 months old, so they're not that old. Okay, I will, beautifuls. Let me copy it right quick and drop it for you. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When a pimp try to get at you, bark. I don't know why. I don't know why the Snoop Dogg just went in my mind, but that song's running through my head, so I'm gonna have to listen to it later. Drop it like it's hot. I call Arkansas my gangster sauce, rare treasure. She kind of talks like I do. You know what I mean? So she me and her got very similar speakage. We speak a lot alike. All right, let me make sure. Yes, it is. You know,
Hey y'all.
hey, beautiful, how you doing?
How you doing, gorgeousness?
I actually love what you got underneath your name too. Not bald headed ho shit. Oh, what happened? Oh Lord, sweet baby Jesus had knocked her out. Did y'all see that? Jesus was being mean today, y'all. Jesus is being mean. Red treasure, come back. Come back, boo. Baby, come back. Lay it all on me. I don't know what happened was. Lord, sweet baby Jesus, red treasure had kicked you out. I didn't do it, child. I was steady. I could hear you good. You sounded awesome. Okay, here she comes, child. Here she comes, child. You got your camera on, red treasure girl. If you want to turn it off, you gonna leave it on? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because I ain't adding a ton of. Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't want to add you up, girl, if you didn't want your camera on. You know what I mean?
Baby, they don't see all this beauty.
Oh Lord, I think your internet being mean.
No.
Oh,
But
oh,
where
I
did
think there you is. Oh, oh, it's
what you
good.
call
Oh,
it? The Pirates of the Caribbean?
there you are. You froze for a minute, girl. You froze. You was frozen in
Am
time.
I good now?
You good now, girl, but you was frozen in time.
Okay, look. I'm finna show you this her butt though. Move out the way, girl. Move on. They trying to see the babies. No, I be doing that. Not I mean that. I don't have much and I don't do much, but my heart is the best of the best. But these are the babies. Let me turn on my light. Y'all, look at outside. No, this is what I wanted to show you. I have the biggest back. Look, you don't see them ass.
Yeah, I see. I see that. That's a big old fenced in backyard right there. And you got a wood fence too? I got a dog wire fence.
Um, that's the Chihuahua poodle and her baby all under the bed. But here go the little babies, y'all. I'll send my info. Charlie, can you hear me?
I can hear you, boo. Now, yeah.
Okay. I get Charlie my information for anybody that wants them. I'm not charging, but I do have a big backyard. I don't know where you at, but you country like me, and it don't matter about none of that. We've been around for a while. We speak, but then we don't speak. You know how we got to get to know each other, and you are a sweet pie. Hold on, y'all. Let me just do this.
Oh, I love your hair. Um, your stuff is glitching right now. I don't know if you can hear me, girl.
See,
Oh, oh, oh.
yeah.
There you are. Oh my God, I gotta give her the big screen. Wait just a minute. Let me get you the big screen so people can see the pretty babies. Okay, come on, thing. Let me click solo layout. Oh my God, look at them babies, y'all. Oh, look how cute. Oh, look at them babies.
You saw my beautiful face right now. I'm trying to go to the comments.
Okay, so I had you on solo so we could look at the babies. Let me put you back. There you go. But if you'll send me like a little picture or whatnot, I'll post them on my community wow. And
Okay, I'm here. Here they go. Here. Just 2 weeks old, y'all. Okay, where Charlie go?
hold on just a
Do I
minute. I
do
gotta
this?
do something for my dad right quick. Can you hold it down
Oh,
for
I
me?
didn't know if you were still here. I didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I
girl,
got
I
you. I got
feel
you.
you.
Okay, now look. Rufus, say hey to the people. Y'all whisper. I don't want no kisses. You want to kiss it so I can pet you? Give me a kiss, kiss. I'm not gonna pet you. Look, girl, you can't police. Come on, come on, come on. Tell the people hello. Tell the people hello. Say hey, I'm with my granny. This is one of the grandbabies, but I'm with my grandbaby. Get on out there. That's
I
why I keep.
got I've got a two different kind of feist. One is the little small feist. He's like a feist, look like a Chihuahua feist mix. Then I
Mm-hmm.
have a bitch-legged feist mixed with a pity. So he's like fat, short, and got the big mouth and big head. Cause he, and then I got a boxer, full-blooded.
Oh,
And we have, and she is the sweetest, laziest, goofiest dog. We just got another one who looks like I believe she is golden retriever mixed with Alaskan husky, but she's some kind of mix. And then the new puppies are we rescued our black lab, but let me show you what she looked like. She's so cute.
because
Hold on.
baby, I wasn't trying to
This is
have
the
5 dogs.
puppies. These are the puppies right here. One of them. They just full blooded black lab.
That's gonna be too big because you see, the only one that I got is I wouldn't mind, but I only got the my pit that don't bark. She's a sweetheart. I got her for my Presa Canario because he was like he's had a bunch of babies, but God took my baby on the glory. And that hurt me because that was my son. That was like my real child. And people don't understand when you have fur babies, they need just they need just as much attention. No, no, y'all. They need just as much attention as children do.
Hmm.
Oh, hey Charlie, how you doing, boo?
Oh, I'm doing good, boo. No, but yeah, the puppies are like our children. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, I think it's my church lady. Yes, it is. Hey, sister from another mister.
My sister from another
Back and
mister.
enjoy the festivities. Don't
Can
say
you hear
shit.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, girl.
Girl, I had clicked out for a minute, mama.
Look, I look real bald
Hey,
like I ain't got no hair. Hey,
Girl,
I
you
heard
got beautiful hair.
I
Hush
heard fur
up.
babies and losing fur
hey,
babies, and I
church
came on
lady,
up
boo.
here.
I ain't
Hey,
seen you in a
baby.
minute.
Hey, my
Well,
red treasure.
you know, I keep cutting this shit off, and it look like I
Let me
had
see.
the walls and the
Girl,
curtains
I
look
love
the
that
same
color.
color. I'm
I
trying to
love that
get it all
color.
the way white to fit my gray,
Girl, that's my boo. You look good, girl. You know you
but
my
they just
boo.
keep checking my fresh. They keep trying to check my fresh boo. They
Ah,
don't know about this here. They don't know I'm a whole Royal Rumble
show
3 times
is.
over
Show
by
is.
myself.
Been here a long time.
As long as everybody else been here,
Yeah.
and I just don't say nothing.
Nope. You don't
Don't get
I'm
bother
in
the
the
least
mess.
nobody. Nope. She don't bother nobody.
I'm the least problematic person ever.
Yeah, I think us three up here all together. We up and see. I got that little fire in me. You just poke. You just
I've
catch me
had
on
my
that.
messy moment. I had my one messy moment. Y'all know I had that one. That one. Everybody got to admit to they one. I did
Girl,
it once.
you need to unleash
I ain't
more
got
than
no messy
once.
moments. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't got no messy moments. I say what the fuck I said, and
That
I said
part.
it, and I stand on it.
That
But
part.
I don't get in nobody else's turmoil. Just like
Right.
everybody
Right.
want to talk about this Discord and all that.
Ain't that crazy?
A lot of these people don't remember the past either of the Discord. There was a Discord gate before this Discord gate way back in
Yep.
TSCC days. If you remember Mama Sippin' and Daughter here
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Brianna and all them, they had a Discord gate back in the day. Hey,
Sure did.
hey, my butterfly, my beautiful Dr. Creole.
Rare, you
But it's a
froze,
lot of
boo boo.
it's a
Oh, there you go.
oh yeah.
You good.
It's a lot of I like everybody out here, but it's just like a couple of people that make my ass itch.
Oh,
But
girl.
yeah.
It's two
Not the
people
Bertha
that make
May.
it's two people make my ass itch. But actually, I'm kind of starting to kind of like Tracy a little bit, so I'm gonna kind of put her over to the side. But oh Lord, that old scrawny bony Snoop, I can't stand that bitch. And I saw you bring me up in the chat yesterday,
I
but
miss Kimmy.
got mad because Daquan spoke to me and spoke to MU. And you gonna get mad talking about you spoke to them. Girl, if you don't get over your scrawny bony ass and go sit what we like to call dump up down somewhere.
What the Quan done got into? What Quan done did? What had happened?
All he did was speak to me and MU, and that old scrawny damn scrub board body bitch got mad because
Quan speak to everybody.
that's what he had to let her know. He said, I spoke to him, but I still fuck with you. But you shouldn't even have to tell no bitch like that.
Well,
She
here's the
in her
thing.
feelings. Cause you
That's like
speaking to people she don't like. Girl, get the fuck on.
I stay out of it, right? Like y'all two have
Mm-hmm.
y'all fight. Was she feel some type of way because I'm chill with you and cool with you now? I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, she probably do, but if she do, she can kiss my ass and yours too and get glad. Shit. Fuck her. I
Yeah, because
thought we was good
technically,
and being cordial, but once I seen that, cause you know on the stream yard now, they put the messages on the screen and you can see everybody. So I could see what she was typing and saying to him on the screen.
Y'all look at what
Quan,
Cause she
happened
got me
just in
blocked.
that I'm sorry, look what happened in that quick moment.
Girl, we getting it too. We finna get some more too, I think.
Girl, we ain't they said April Shower bring May flowers. This is the month of June, and if it keep raining, Mother Nature gonna see this funeral.
Well, at least you getting some. We just got some yesterday for the first time, probably in almost a month.
Girl, we
Girl,
had
it is crazy. And like we was talking about pain, when I tell you, I've been feeling this.
Uh-oh.
should we keep losing signal? Red Treasure Boo,
She
you gotta
walking
sit in
and
one
moving
spot,
around.
child. Child, you know how it is in the country, and when we live out here, if you move around, you lose all your signals.
Oh,
Oh,
look
look
at
at
the
the babies.
doggy.
Lose all my signal when I lay down. This guy.
Oh Lord. And but she did freeze in a cute pose though.
She did with the doggy right there. Did you see that big old black dog?
She
Oh, he's
froze
so
in the cutest
cute.
way though, like giving me the side eye. I love that. Yeah,
Dad. I was looking at the
Can
dog
y'all hear me?
behind her. Yes.
yeah, we got you, girl.
Yeah,
Now.
that's all of them behind me.
How many?
Oh,
Oh, they are
Well,
so
not all of them.
cute.
That's three. Oh, this is the grandson. This is Bumbo. Berry butt
Oh,
cake.
oh, they cute. Oh, look at there.
oh,
Oh my
But so y'all
God.
gonna have to come and get these other grandbaby.
Oh, we got new
oh, look.
babies.
Girl, I done had about 4, 17, 35, 47. A bird, 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 bird.
Good
Y'all
head
know
us
I
some
cuts
babies.
up.
Yes,
Y'all know I
indeed.
cuts up. I just like to laugh. Y'all know I
Me
cuts
too,
up.
Rare. Me too, Rare. I'm all about laughing.
Girl, why
Charlie
is
is
this
too.
dude? Why was this dick? Oh, he was just kissing the octopus that ate on him. See, I can't. That's the two.
Oh,
Oh, I need to go close my door, don't I? Well, I guess ain't none of the dogs outside.
I think Rare got ADHD like us, Charlie.
Uh-huh. We all got the AD and the H and the D's.
Cause I be just like that when I'm not talking to nobody. I be moving just like Rare.
I'm
And
an
I
only
mean, I
child,
just be
girl.
finding stuff. Me too, kind of, sort of, but
I'm my
not
mama's
really.
only child, but I got a lot of God.
Right.
God. Well, I got a sister. They up there. My nephew. One just walked by.
Yeah.
He's
I'm my
sexy
mom's
too.
only
That
child, but
that
I was
that I'm
adopted.
auntie looking at him like that, but the girls think he's sexy because he ugly as hell to me. But I love him though.
Not the little black dog. He cute to me.
No, I'm talking about my nephew. No, all of them cute, and they on little damn wait till they get on my damn nerves. I put to adopt their ass out. Y'all come get them.
Don't
No,
drop
but you
them.
know what? It's strange because I don't whoop them. I don't do. I don't believe in
Me
none of that.
neither. Me
Animals are
neither.
people. Animal,
Yep.
the elderly, and challenge the special people. And
Yep.
it's a lot of them on here, y'all. But let's get back on the
Ooh, you
topic of
ain't
what we were
lying,
doing.
girl. It's so many undiagnosed special needs, special ed, special. Ooh, Lord, lead, special. Just they just special.
God
It's
bless
a
their
bunch of
hearts.
them. Ooh,
Bless their
Bless
little
their hearts.
heart.
I
Bless
told
their
my
little
mother
heart.
this morning. I said, if I'm supposed to be crazy, then what the hell are they insane?
No,
We
we
gonna
supposed
pray
to be
for
the
them,
insane
baby.
people. They just crazy. We the insane people.
Right.
They just crazy. Y'all, why
Hey,
I
Miss
look like I was just real
Tracy.
bad.
Hey, Miss
Hey, Miss
Tracy.
Tracy. Oh, look at
Oh,
Rare
I like
bring all the
that
girls to
one.
the yard, baby. Rare bring all the girls to the yard.
Ah, she
And
sure
the
do.
boys too.
I like that hair. Down, Tracy.
Hey
I like that
y'all,
hair on you.
Oh. Hey,
You
Miss
see it?
Tracy. How you doing, gorgeous?
I'm all right.
I like that hair. It's wet and waving, Miss Tracy.
Yeah, I just got it taken out
Oh, I
too.
love me on nice piece of wet and waving. Oh, I love me some wet and waving. Okay, look at Miss Tracy. What you
I
got?
put it to the back.
She
I put
always
it to the
teasing
back.
us
That's
with
my
something to
Right
girl.
eat.
here.
She always teasing us with something to eat. Last time I was on the panel with you, Tracy, you had something to eat, and I told you I wanted some of it.
She just got
What
a
she
cold
got?
today, right now. She just got a
Yeah.
cold
Um,
right now, but she be having. I bet you she reach over in the seat and bring something out.
Yep. She be having, I'll be like, give me some.
we gonna have to
The
cook, Miss
young
Tracy.
girl, the
I'm trying to
I'm
think of
same.
telling
what
you.
I'm cooking today. What y'all
Mm,
cooking today? Look, how we get here. I'm
right?
sorry, Charlie. I'm
Girl, that's
sorry.
a
I
good
done went and
question. What the
derailed
hell am I
everything.
cooking today? Shit, I need to cook
Girl, we
something.
talk about everything. Food. You know I love food. When we talk about
I
food,
don't
my
know
fifth
what.
lover
Okay,
comes out. I
girl,
be
I be
like, ooh,
happy.
what you making? Give me a plate. Let me holler at that plate
I
right
start
quick.
what they say, Charlie. I start salivating at the mouth.
Uh-huh.
Girl,
We
don't
be
do
in
that.
chats talking about that when they be messy. I be like, Red Treasure, what you cooking? Who
That's what
making
I
cake
be.
today?
Just the random topics. I be like, I ain't getting nobody. I ain't getting no
Y'all go
trouble.
on my page. Y'all will see I do it. I cook multicultural. Girl, they should have let me get no walk and
I
get no
want some.
Chinese
Ooh.
ingredients. Cause girl, I be making lo mein, fried rice. Nigga, I might make one of these
Ooh.
dogs. Let me get hungry
Don't you
enough.
do that. Don't you do it. You give me them dogs. Don't you
Hey,
do
gangster sauce.
it.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning.
Hey,
Okay,
Arkansas.
guys.
Happening.
Hey,
It's
baby.
Arkansas, but I call her my gangster sauce.
I be enjoying on Arkansas. I be in her bushes sometimes. I be over there
Oh,
watching
you have to
her
go say a
channel.
prayer after you leave my channel, probably. You have to pray. Excuse
Girl,
yourself.
once y'all finally know how I am, y'all gonna be saying prayers for me.
I haven't been going live a lot, but I got to do one the other night. We had a lot of fun, but we was off the chain. We was dancing and all kinds
Let
of
me
crazy.
Oh, that sounds fun. Oh,
Can y'all, can y'all hear my fan in the background? I'll mute it. That's okay. Cause I'm hot.
I can hear it, but it make me feel good, child.
I'll
It ain't
turn it down.
bothering me. Girl, don't turn that fan down. If you hot, let that fan blow. You'll be
Man,
all right.
this heat in Arkansas ain't no this that ain't no
I
joke.
already
It's out
know.
here.
I'm right
I'm
up.
in post menopause and taking steroids. I'll be
Me
burning
too.
up. It's hot. I
I'm
mean, I
right
can't
up
do it.
under you, baby. I'm right there in
Woo!
Louisiana, so I
Yeah, I
Oh
understand.
was
yeah, there you
menopause.
go. You already know then.
You
You already
know.
know
Yeah.
it ain't no good.
It ain't no fun, baby. Just let that fan run. Don't turn that fan down for us. We be all right.
Yeah, I've been
Oh.
perimenopause.
Ooh, I've been menopausal since 30. That's how I wound up
Well,
pregnant.
the reason I say that I don't know because I was taking these pills so I didn't have to have a cycle every month because it was so bad. Anyway, my doctor said you
Ooh.
want me to do a test to see if you're in menopause. I was like, yeah. And when I came back, it was like if you're in this range, you post menopause. So okay, whatever that means.
Wow.
I didn't know it was post menopause.
Oh yeah. Post mean you finna go right. You getting ready to go through it. You having
Yeah.
symptoms, but you ain't hit the full shebang yet.
Well,
But
no, see, that's
No, post
Perry.
is after, right?
Post, yeah, post is after. Perry
it's
is,
after.
yeah, you have,
Oh, that's right. Post
yeah,
care when they put you in the after. But and my
yeah.
mama nurse. My mama would whoop my ass right now.
Area ain't that nice.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Perry's in the beginning stages, so that's what much
yeah,
Tracy's going through. And then you got when you in it and you're going through it, and then you got post means you done been through it,
yeah.
but you can still
I'm
have
still going through it.
symptoms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can still have symptoms even after that you've
When
been
does it
through it.
stop? Is there an
That's what
age
I'm
range
trying
where
to
it
say.
stop?
When
It
does it
don't
stop?
stop.
Because
It don't
It
stop.
it don't.
that's what
Oh
they say. That's
shit.
what somebody
What
said.
it
Don't
say it
stop. I
don't
said,
stop.
don't tell me that.
Oh hell no.
No, seriously, if this like the way I'm hot is unreal. Like I'm hot when it ain't even hot. I
Me
got to have,
too.
and I mean it ain't no joke. It is some miserable. I hate it. They need to
It
make a pill to
is.
cool me off. They need to make a pill for that.
And when it's
Shit.
cold and you turn the heater on, it's like the heat would trigger. Oh my god.
I ain't turning that heat
Ah,
on for a long time.
Uh-uh. Oh, my family said, you freezing me. I'd be like, shoot, get under some cover or something.
I know I'm over here sweating on my neck. I'm like, how you cold?
Girl, I be sweating on my neck, on my back, and it's like it work its way from your feet all the way up to the top of your head. It's like a
Look,
wave.
Man,
I
everything
hate
titty,
is
that
ain't
shit.
titty sweat bad too? Like your boobies be
Girl,
sweating and shit.
yes.
that's why
Sweat under your titties.
I hate
Oh,
these fat bags.
and I ain't even hardly got no titties, bitch. I'm a B cup, a 32, 34, something up in
Oh
there.
yeah,
Girl,
you
God,
I ain't
going
got
through it
God
shit.
too.
bless me with a D cup baby, and sometimes I hate those things. And at one time I had a double D, but I shrank a little when I lost
Can I
weight.
get half of yours? Cause girl,
I'll share if you give me some of your
Oh,
booty,
please
girl.
take
girl, you can have that. I had three
uh-uh.
kids, and they
That's
told
right.
me my
Uh-uh.
titties were supposed to grow, but somebody lied, cause them boogers been the same size since middle school.
I'll give you some booby if you give me some booty, and we'll share.
Okay, cause I got a little too much booty. My mama say that. She said it ain't just the booty, it's juicy too. I was like, Mama, quit sexualizing me.
I like a good booty. I like to see somebody with some booty.
Girl, yeah, I got a juicy booty, girl. That's all I got. I ain't nothing but butt.
I don't need these booty. I can have all these little sweaty
I got
things.
booty, hips, and thighs. That's it. I ain't got nothing else
Right.
though.
We're gonna have to beat up to T-Mobile for being mean
Yeah,
to Miss Red
T-Mobile.
Treasure.
Yeah, it's acting out
Okay,
today. She
I would let her
every
borrow
other.
my box if she was close, cause I got two boxes, two internet boxes. I bounce off two.
Oh man, I got this. I had to get a mobile hotspot because my sister didn't have no internet here because they just use their phone. They don't be here very much,
Oh
and I
wow.
needed some internet. My service won't even work here for some reason. I'm in the country. I'm in a little
What
town of
company
nothing.
you with?
I'm in Forest. I'm in Arkansas, but I'm in Forest City. Ain't nothing here.
What company you
Anyway,
with? What
I
mobile
know
I
what
company?
have
company
I
you
have
with.
AT&T, but they don't. My phone don't work in this house. I don't know why.
Ooh,
No,
go to
so I had to buy
Verizon.
this little hotspot, and this thing with Straight Talk, it's like you pay $50 for 100 gigabytes or $25 for 10, and that's it. You know how many
Oh,
times I can find to add? This is
You
a
need to
highway
go.
robbery.
You need to go to Verizon because they have an internet. What you call it? It's an air thing. It's an internet air thing.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna have to
anyway,
do it
it works
somewhere.
over the air.
Somebody
And
told me to check T-Mobile out, but they don't even get service here. I looked at it. It's
Uh,
like we don't got it currently in that
yeah,
area.
don't even. I'm gonna tell you something because I'm down here in the
T-Mobile is
Mississippi. Don't
trash.
do T-Mobile at all. The only two that works in the South is Verizon and AT&T, and that's
Yep.
if you got a tower close by. I will say this now, Arkansas. They do have a plan. If you're on the Go plan, I think it's 50 or 60 a month. It claims it's completely unlimited. It is to a certain extent.
It
And
slow
I
down
had to.
once you hit them speed.
Uh
Once you
huh.
hit that limit, though.
Yep.
But yeah,
I know because I was using that shit. Because girl, I had satellite internet at one time,
oh
Ooh,
and
girl, no.
yeah, no, it was I was paying over almost $200 for
right?
internet, and it
That shit
half-ass
hot.
worked. If it got cloudy, I didn't have no internet. If it decided to rain, I didn't have no internet. But
That's that
now we
satellite.
got fiber. Now we got fiber, and we think
Yeah.
we the shit out here in the country because
Girl.
Hey,
our
girl, Ryan.
electric company did it. Oh,
Oh yeah.
missing you so much. Oh my God, you're so privileged. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go
You so
crazy for a
silly.
minute.
You something else.
Well, oh, girl, you got to tell me about that fiber internet and how you get it and who you get it through because I
Well,
want my streams to
our
be smooth.
electric our electric company actually got a grant from the government to put this in the outlining areas. So Tom Bigby
Wow.
Power got their own fiber, and we get two or 1 to 2 gigabytes per second
Oh,
upload download
wow.
speed. No cutoffs, no none of that shit.
I want to do Entergy have it because I'm with Entergy.
Probably not.
You ain't
Yeah,
lying
I
because
think
Energy
maybe
don't
you
ever have
do.
nothing.
I know they put down lines and stuff in the ground. So I'm guessing they get ready to do fiber, fiber, and Verizon does. So I'm just waiting on
Oh.
both of them. God damn!
I know.
Don't get him, Miss Tracy.
I know.
Look at him
AT&T
laugh.
was trying to do fiber.
I hit a truck and a trailer, a mobile home.
Well, you better roll out and you better be hurt.
I rolled
tell,
over.
tell him your neck and your back.
It said
Every
my
time
neck
she
and
say
my
that,
back.
every time she say that, I want to break out into that song. Everything songs
Man,
too. Y'all had me up there
Okay.
just wanting to post the songs on everything,
I'm
but they
okay.
ain't
My
good
bad.
Now.
songs.
My bad.
They ain't good songs though. No, when
I'm
she said,
taken out by a damn mobile home.
"I don't know, don't let that happen. That's gonna hurt."
I'm telling you.
I know it is.
Yeah, that hurt like hell. And I tell you what, I sue for the millions because my dumb ass got hit by 18 wheeler, but
Oh, girl, you should have been hitting lick then.
I should have had $1 million
Yes.
settlement. But let me tell you what this crooked fucker did.
Girl,
Okay,
sound like me.
right. I had a police report written where they was in the wrong. His company was in the wrong. This fucker paid the police to write a second police report trying to paint where I was in the fucking wrong. But the witnesses said he was in the wrong.
Oh, you
Yeah.
want to hear what happened to
He
me?
and then watch this, Charlie. And then he had them to call one of the people that he knew to call me to try to work with him outside the courts. My dumb ass, this is my first accident or whatever. He asked me how much I want. I told him just give me 10 grand. I ain't trying to rip you off. This motherfucker tried to get me for extortion. I told that bitch if I ever see you in real life, I'ma fuck your ass up. I mean that shit. I'm gonna fuck his ass
Damn.
up. Yeah, he's some type of government or mayor or some shit down up in New Orleans, but he on a trucking company up this way. But
Oh
I'ma
wow.
get oh baby, I'ma skin the peach off his motherfucking ass when I do see his
Oh,
ass.
they
I mean that
screwed
shit.
me. The
Hey,
my
what you
lawyer
do is
screwed the shit out of me.
you get them people that be talking about you been hit by a truck, call 1-800. I'm Slayer because they be about to.
Now let
I
me tell
got
you
the and
something.
I
Be
got the original
careful.
police report.
But
That'll
they gonna
tell
get
you.
paid though. They gonna get half your money. I'm just saying.
I
Be
got the original
careful
police report.
what lawyer you hire for that shit, because that's how I
Right.
got screwed. The lawyer themselves screwed me.
Wow.
I was in a bus accident as a kid, right? The person hit us going 85 and a 45, and I
Woo.
have injury for the rest of my life. The first time my lawyer took us to court for that shit, he wasn't asking for nothing but for my medical bills. Even the judge looked at them like they were freaking crazy. Said, I don't think this is an adequate amount for the extent of her injuries. You don't know what this child's going to have to deal with for the rest of her life, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was about 21, this happened when I was 15.
Oh wow.
I didn't do anything. They didn't do shit. And when I was 21, they said, "Oh, we got a settlement out of court for 6,500." Well, at the time, I said, "Shit, I'm tired of dealing with it."
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
baby. That was after I had my son. I was going back and forth to Jackson all the time. I said
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
really use this money at the time. My dumb ass go up there. You know how much money I really got out of that wreck?
How
Two
much you got?
thousand dollars.
Girl, I
Do you
would have
know how
filed
much
his
that wreck
ass.
was worth? Over a
How
hundred
much?
thousand. Just 2K. Just
Oh
2K.
hell no.
I would have whooped his motherfucker. I would have burnt the building
And
down.
then he
I'm
became
so
the
serious.
mayor of my area, and then became a state representative.
I would have fucked
Crooked
his
ass
ass up.
motherfucker. If y'all ever
It,
hear of Jason Shelton and Associates, don't fuck with them
Dad.
motherfuckers.
Now
Oh hell no.
you notice the similarity in your story and mine. Both of them is fucking politicians.
You know who Jason Shelton is, Miss Tracy. You've seen his ass on TV. He's a crooked ass motherfucker. He from my area. He
I'll
got
People
blow him
don't
in his
people don't
goddamn
believe me when I
custard.
tell them these small
I
towns,
probably have seen
these
him, but
southern towns,
I
these
ain't
good
been
old
like
boys and all that stuff. But
Yep,
it be for
yep,
real. And
yep. They
you can't
sure
hardly
do.
get nobody to go against them either because they don't want they all in whatever.
They all in cahoots. Yep. They all into cahoots. They act
My
like
my
they
kid's
booty
yeah, I
father
got
buds.
died
on
in
an 18 wheeler trailer where the driver moved the truck and I fell out of it and I got
Ooh,
$16,000 and
dang.
they wanted to get
ooh.
more.
And you should have got more than that. Shit.
And
Yeah.
I got permanent injuries too.
The thing is, they got
And that
insurance to
bad
cover
shit.
shit like that, so you should get all you need to get, because that's what they got that insurance for anyway.
It's been almost 2 years, so I don't know if I can still fight that or what, but I'm so scared that I might get so triggered. I might wind up in jail. Cause I mean I'm not one of them that just talk it, y'all. I really do snap. And I be praying at the same time, which makes me angrier. So I really
Yeah.
snapped.
Charlie,
Yeah, what's up?
the other day, I'm sorry, I think a week ago or something. Anyway, my grandbaby was with her other grandma, and
Grandbaby.
a motorcycle ran a red light or something, smashed into the car to the side of them, where my grandbaby would have been, because that's the side we put her car seat. But she put her in a different spot that day because she had some clothes in the car or something. Anyway, but he killed the motorcycle driver and hurt her grandma on us. But the baby was okay, thank God. But I was so scared, terrified. You know what I mean? They said the motorcycle driver died. But I was, she too, and that's my
Oh,
boo boo. And I was so worried about her. I mean, it was just so, thinking something could happen because I lost my daughter in a car accident. But anyway, if something would happen to her, it would just, I couldn't have took it. But anyway, she all right. But anyway, it was scary. And then that same day, my sister's car caught on fire and burnt down.
Oh Lord.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
Lord.
dang. She had the police drop her off here afterwards. Like, it just said that birds up while she waiting for them to get there or something. We out in the country, So
Yeah.
anyway, it's been eventful. I don't know why I brought that up. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm glad that the baby okay, because you know how much I love that little baby. She's so cute.
she don't look like
Girl,
no grandma.
she don't look nothing like me.
You don't look like no grandma. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah,
Arkansas don't look old enough, does she?
I'm older than all y'all.
No.
I'm older than all y'all.
Oh, Miss Tracy, your phone crunching.
I know that's right. Sound like she ruffling in some. What you got going on?
I want some good chip. Make me want some Lay's chips. Shoot.
Conversation. What the hell?
You
Is it
good
still
now.
cracking?
It stopped. It's like it heard, no, it's like it heard me tell you it was crackling, then it stopped.
But
You
I'm
good
not
now, Miss
cracking.
Trace.
You
No,
driving,
you
Miss
good.
Tracy? You driving?
You good, Miss T.
Yeah, I'm driving.
You good. You good. Yeah, you good now.
So,
Yes, it did. But now you don't look like no grandma boo. I thought you
Yeah,
was probably in
I'm the oldest one. I'm the
your
oldest one on
20s
camera
or
right now.
30s.
I'm the oldest
And
one
that's
on
your
camera
real
right now.
picture?
Yeah, that's
That's your
yeah,
real picture?
yeah, but I look like crap. I would tell you. I was
Girl,
about
you
to,
look
but I ain't got
so
no makeup or nothing
young.
on, honey.
You look so young. Oh my God.
I am oldest one up here. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, you don't look like
How
it.
old is you? How old is you,
I'm y'all's
Gangsta Sal?
elder. I'm y'all's elder. No,
Girl, you look like you younger
I'm
than
48.
she
I'm
look like
48.
she younger than all us.
I'm 48.
You 48?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that. You 10 years
Me
older than me.
neither.
Then I'll be 38 my birthday.
Okay. So yeah, I'm real a lot older than
And
you.
I'll be 40 in November.
So I am the oldest one up here. Good Lord.
Yes, ma'am. I think
Miss
Tracy,
Tracy, you
how
trying
old
to
are you,
say
Miss
something,
Tracy?
boo?
yeah, I said I just turned 52.
Oh, Miss Tracy older than you, Arkansas. She
Yay!
Oh,
52.
okay. Yes, my girl. All right. Well,
I
thank
tell you,
goodness.
Miss Tracy.
I'm
Miss
trying
Tracy look good for her age though too. She don't look
yeah.
like she no 50 something years old. She
Nah, I
don't.
thought she was
If
gonna
you
say something else. I sure didn't think it.
if you see her like in person or like when she turn her camera on, she don't look like she no 50 something years old.
No, I got a
Well, you know the old
Mm-mm.
adage. The old adage, black don't crack, baby.
Right?
Okay, it don't. It don't, but I tell you one thing, yellow make, and I'm a little worried because I'm up in that little yellow spectrum. Yeah, that yellow, the caramel spectrum, I'm right there with the red undertone.
Cause she got a headset in or something. You got the headset on or what you on?
I'm not on a
Miss Tracy.
headset. Uh,
Uh-huh, that's what it
It sounds
is.
like your stuff about to go dead or something. Maybe I don't know. Something like that. You should just go straight through your phone. That's what I would do.
I don't know what's going
Sometimes.
on.
I got my headphones on, but they the Apple headphones. But I normally come on my computer, and my computer be kind of echoing sometimes. I haven't learned how to work that computer mic all the way yet, so I didn't come on my computer.
Well, get your headphones for a computer and you won't have that echo.
Oh, good. But do your ears sweat? Cause the pair of headphones I had that I used to use, it used to make my ears sweat, and I'd be like, damn, my
I
ears
got
feel
a
like they
pair
done
right
had a
now
whole
that don't do
workout.
that. But they're a gamer set, so they're the bigger ones,
Yeah, yeah, that's what
and
I did.
they don't cause that, I
Oh,
suppose,
sorry.
or I
Cause
just
that's
don't
what
have
I'm
that
used to
issue.
wearing. I'm used to wearing the gamer headsets.
What you say, Miss Tracy?
I'm saying, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
just every once in a while we hear this crackling. It sounds like you open a bag of tater chips.
I don't know what that noise is.
It make me want some ladies.
Did you
And
take your
Tracy's
Ladies.
medicine,
too.
church lady? Did you just take your
Hell
medicine?
no. Hell yeah. I just took a hit of my medicine and I gotta take this other half pill. And I need to call the pharmacy because it's time for me a refill. If I don't have my booster on, somebody gonna be in trouble and it ain't gonna be me. Well, it might be me, shit. At the end of the day. I need my medicine, dang it. I'm glad you said that too, because I took that Buspirone. I took my Paxil earlier before the live, and I was gonna come up earlier, but I got a phone call. It was my mama, of course.
It's always
So
mama, ain't it though?
girl, it's always mama. Trust and believe if my phone rang, if it ain't one of them jobs calling, which one called me not too long ago, and I just let it go to voicemail. I don't want to hear nothing about no church. I just did work yesterday. I don't want to hear this shit. And I know it ain't gonna be nothing about, oh, my phone been ringing off the hook. They said you did a good job. Oh, Okay, every Sunday though. I know you love me, but goddamn, every Sunday. I gotta hear they enjoyed it. You did such a good job. Oh, they talked about how you played. Oh, they did so. Oh, and
Hey, you
I
gotta
just
take
talked to
your
you
ass
yesterday.
out.
Right,
Charlie,
you got
I'm about to have to take my medicine. It's gonna take me 30 minutes to just get them all out and open
Oh
it.
Lord, sweet
ooh, you
baby
got the good shit.
Jesus.
You got the good shit.
I gotta take that every day.
All of
Every
them, how
day.
many medicines is that?
Like 18.
I take
For
20.
what?
Because I got this rare autoimmune disease. I just found out I had this year, and it's trying to take me out. So this is what I have to take every day now. It's ridiculous.
Oh, we're gonna plead
What?
the blood of Jesus against that, and we're gonna watch you be healed within a year. You're gonna be healed. You ain't gonna have to take that
Thank you. I
medicine. I,
claim it.
I
Let's
declare
go.
and decree that. I declare
Let's
and decree
go.
that we're gonna put you on prayer wheels.
I needed to.
For
Let's
real.
go.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah, it
sick of
tried
these
to take me
doctors
out.
diagnosing y'all and scaring y'all with all this
It
bullshit.
tried to take me out though. It was taking me out real quick. Like it started in November, and I was in the hospital the whole. I had I had lung nodules all in my lungs. I had a heart attack,
Oh
which I
my
didn't have a heart
God.
attack. It was just a heart. It was just pressure on my
Oh,
heart from the thing. Then it affects all your major organs. My sinus. It just took me down through there, honey. It took my eyesight. Got my face
oh.
swelled up right now.
Ah,
It ruined me. Like I ain't got no.
that
You know
wasn't
I
nothing
can't.
but a that wasn't nothing but a spiritual attack from the devil. That's all that
Yeah,
was.
it sure was, and it was
You
doing it
did
too.
something. What you did right before you got sick? Who you helped? What happened?
I was on
Who
a
helped
YouTube
you?
world tour.
You was where?
On a YouTube world tour. I ain't never been no.
you in-
Look, I, I manifested that because I ain't never been nowhere out of Arkansas. Really, I ain't seen nothing. So I was like, I
you
don't want
wasn't
to.
helping nobody in your family or nothing or anything like that at the time.
No, no. That was back in the day. They probably trying to come back on me now.
Okay.
Maybe not. No, I didn't do nothing to my family.
Okay.
I was doing, I did my share of stuff, but not nothing to harm nobody ever. No,
Right,
nothing like
right. Good stuff. Good. Yeah. Cause that's the only way something like that'll happen. You doing good, something good,
No,
and
she has somebody who is an evil POS that I've spoke about before wishing bad upon her.
uh
That's what I think.
ah
That
yeah,
piece of shit.
ah
yeah.
Do
He
we do
stay riding
voodoo
like
or witch?
he's
Do we do witchcraft or anything? He trying to put a
probably,
hex on you?
probably, probably with his
Don't
evil
worry
ass.
about don't worry about it. I'll make a phone call. We'll have that reverse. Don't worry
Yeah.
about
Well,
it.
I'm gonna talk to my homie Jesus.
Right.
And look, I'm gonna talk to Jesus and I'm gonna talk to my witch doctor. I told you I got one on
Okay.
standby.
Hey,
Oh,
I've heard about them in Louisiana now.
Yeah, and see, my witch doctor don't even live in Louisiana. My witch doctor live in Chicago.
Oh, okay, made that up then.
I called the witch doctor. He told me what to do.
Yeah, I'm
I,
gonna call
I
her.
don't know
I'm gonna
why, but
call her and
that
I'm gonna
song
tell her I
came to
need
mind.
you. I'm gonna tell
Charlie,
her I
you
need
like
you to
me,
do a
everything a
ritual.
song or what?
Yeah,
Yep,
yes, everything's a
yep.
song.
I'm like
Everything.
that too.
When you
Like,
was saying you was up here saying something about baby come back, I was typing in chat at the same time.
Baby,
Baby,
come
come
back.
back.
You can put it
Blame it
all
on
on
You were singing
me.
Snoop Dogg
Baby,
too.
come back. Oh God, those were the days, boy.
oh,
What
when you were
time is?
talking about
Oh,
your
okay, it's still
juicy
early.
booty church lady, the song "I
Uh huh.
Found You, Miss No Booty," get it together and bring it back
Hey,
to me.
bring
That
back
was
to
going through my head.
and when she said something about you make they
Oh,
make
you know,
her
girl.
ass kiss, I was thinking about Too Short. I was like, oh Lord.
me. Hell
Miss
yeah, make
Bertha
your ass
May from
itch.
our sector, she says that all the
I
time on
love
her
her.
shows, and she'd be like,
I
"They make
love
my
her.
ass itch."
Okay, I love Miss Bertha Bay. She say, I ain't no content creator. You know what we do? We just talk a little shit.
Oh, that's me
Ooh,
because they asked me what my channel's about. I'm like, nothing. It ain't about anything. I have no purpose on that channel. I just get on there
just
and
talk a little shit.
it's just a platform for me to. I meet people all over the world. We have a good time. We have some fun. It's really just for me to socialize because I ain't got no people outside of here. Everybody done died. So,
Girl, I
and
got, oh, what
I
time
ain't
is it?
going
It's
out. I'm
I
10.
not going
got
out
fish
there.
friends. I
Can
I ain't
got
going
somebody
out
look and see
there.
what time it is right
the
now in
right.
Tokyo, Japan? My brother went to visit Tokyo. He touched down about 2 days ago. Could somebody Google real quick and
You ain't
let me
heard
know
from
what
me.
time it is in Tokyo? I messaged him yesterday,
It's
let him know that
12.
mom told me.
12:48 a.m. So
Oh,
it's
he
middle
probably
of the
Tomorrow,
sleep.
night. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
tomorrow.
probably sleep.
Tomorrow. It's already
Yeah.
tomorrow for them.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
You said PM.
Ooh.
PM is in the daytime, ain't it? Or am I tripping?
AM. AM.
A.m.
Yeah, PM and yeah, AM.
Wait,
Oh,
Morning,
it's
wait.
AM. It's
midnight.
AM. Okay, I
They're
got you.
Midnight.
+9 from UTC. Let me see.
Look,
What?
I said PM's in the daytime, ain't it? I'm so stupid. I don't know.
Okay. Hold on. Y'all can hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Cause I had to ignore a phone call. That's spam call ringing my darn phone. That's why I be trying to be on my laptop. Cause I let this phone ring.
I
You can
can't even
put it
hardly
on
work.
Do Not Disturb
I
when
Yeah.
wish
you're
I could
online.
if I ain't have my mama bugging me.
Yeah, you be
Yeah.
scared not to have a call
Cause
come through because you don't want to.
she's at a job interview at a prison.
cherish your
So
mama, man. Cherish your mama.
yeah, she a nurse, so she trying to get a job at a prison. Um, and down here they not well, this part of Louisiana, they not the criminals. It's the immigrants. But if you go down south, past I'll say probably like going towards Lafayette, Lake Charles, all that on down, that's the criminals.
Man, I was
That's
watching that them protests in California yesterday. Lord Jesus, they was clowning. Boy,
girl, and
they
that's
was
right
clowning.
over.
I just could not stop watching it. They was just really. They was doing it. They was doing bad. They was trying to set a police car on fire. These people came with hammers to break up the concrete. They was throwing the big piece of concrete, tons of it. They also came with a leaf blower, so when they throw the tear gas, they was blowing it back. I was like, baby,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
they was doing it.
That's where my arch nemesis live at up there in California. I sure hope that they put just a little piece of tear gas on her ass, make her ass cry. Don't kill her, but make that bitch cry. Shit.
Yeah.
Mm,
They was clowning.
I'm telling you,
They be playing
girl.
too much, I swear.
They do. They do. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I don't live out there. Baby. I
Oh, the
moved
man, what I heard over there at Lemon's house, I don't want to be over there. I'm good.
Gosh.
The
You
only
heard
cool
that shit?
person, the only cool person I've seen so far from over that way is Big Riggs.
Right?
Big
Yeah,
rig.
he
He
the only
chill as
one don't act
hell.
like that. Yeah. He act
Well,
like
I
the
went there
old
one
West
time for
Coast.
my YouTube World Tour while I was on it. So I just said I was going to go somewhere. I made that up, but I really went like I went to California, Montana, Wisconsin, New York, Florida, Texas. Like I didn't pay for none of it. I didn't pay for
Okay.
nothing. Okay,
Girl, well, if it make you feel better, I have traveled every state in the
because I
United
ain't never
States
been
but
nowhere.
four.
I mean, I ain't never
I
seen
have.
nothing. So I was determined.
After so long that everything starts to look the same. I can tell you that. You think that
To
you're
be
gonna go
honest, I
somewhere.
really didn't go nowhere when I got there. Hardly. We kind of stayed. We stayed at the house. So I really didn't see nothing. Still, really,
I
really.
saw you and Miss Marissa when you went over that way. I
Oh
was
yeah,
watching,
that
girl.
was
I was
my
like,
second.
oh,
That was my second time going to see her because the first time I got this hotel, expensive hotel, all this mess, she left me that whole weekend by myself because she left me that morning and did come back. I was like, just dirty dog. I'm gonna come all the way over to see you. Anyway,
Ah.
this time she stayed the whole time. We had fun, but we was out of control. Don't tell nobody.
That's what I
I
said.
ain't
You don't need the
snitching. I
company.
ain't telling.
I jumped in the pool with my clothes on. Okay, it was hot and a lot of I don't remember some things. I can't even remember. That's how bad it was. No, we had drank some blackberry crown and some like a fifth of that and
Oh, y'all
and
was feeling good. Y'all was feeling
and a
good.
big old handle of Tito's vodka. Like it was too much. Too much.
That's why you jumped in that water. Alcohol
I
hit you
know.
hot.
I know it is for sure. I was serious. I
Oh,
was not playing.
oh, another person that's cool that's from over that way. I didn't know they was from over that way because I don't forgot. Is D him.
Yeah, D-Ham is chill. D-Ham don't bother
Yeah,
nobody.
I didn't know. I didn't know you was from over that way, D him. I'm
Where D-Ham
sorry.
at? Hey, boo, we sorry, baby. We so sorry. Oh, James said he got a witch sister himself. Go on, James.
Oh yeah. See, my witch sister done took care of that for me. What you
Well, you
talking
can't even
about?
say which. What's wrong with you, Charlie? Say it again.
Which?
She said
You know,
my witch sister. I'm just playing
my
with
witch
you.
sister, my sister.
I'm just nothing.
Okay. I go to mine because I'll be like, girl, I ain't supposed to be touching that stuff. But look, I
But
need you to do me a favor.
I need to holler at you for a minute. I don't play with that because I'm covered in the blood. But I
Yeah,
know you do.
I go to God in prayer on my end, and you do your ritual on your end. And girl,
I'm back.
Hey, Miss
welcome back.
Tracy.
Where two or
Come
three
on
is
now.
touch and agree, baby, we all on one accord. So come on.
Yes,
And the
girl.
fact that what she does, she say is more from our roots, so it's not really witchcraft. Cause she still do the she got the altar for the ancestors and all that stuff. So it's not really witchcraft, but she wanted to put somebody in a jar for me, and I told her don't do
Well, they ain't
it.
just jars. There's also candles and different other
Yep,
things that they can
dirt.
do.
Yep.
Uh-huh. And child, I'm gonna say this. I don't mess around with it because I'm covered in the blood. But
Now
that
the
don't
dirt and the
mean
salt,
that I'm hating.
the
I ain't
dirt
no
and
player hating.
the dirt and the salt is spiritual practice now. Cause my mom and them let me do that one. The dirt and the salt and the sage. Now, once you go beyond that, then you might be in trouble. But you can sprinkle the salt around your house or put the red dirt in front of your door. Like you could do little stuff like that.
Talking
You
about
could burn your
the goofer,
sage.
they call it gopher dust,
Uh
goofer
huh.
dust, whatever.
Uh huh.
Basically that's for protection. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. You could do
That's to
that.
keep the evil out. That's to keep the evil
That's
out.
it. That's it. They say now you can do that, but once you cross beyond that, you might have yourself something.
Here's the thing. I also heard about. Here's the thing about the Discord gate. They be talking about the Discord over at Lemons, whatnot, right? That ain't the
Yeah.
first time that Discord gate has happened. I hate to tell everybody, but that
Right.
happened way back in the day. We've had it a couple of times, and before Lemon even became a content creator.
Right.
Um, and people seem to forget the history and the past. I say this to anybody, and I'll give you anybody, this information. If you're talking to anybody behind the scenes, anybody,
Hey,
be careful what you say and see it as anything you say to them, you can say in front of the scenes too.
That's right. That's how I am.
Because if you
so
if you in there and you think what you're gonna be saying is completely, especially in a public Discord server or even a halfway public, right?
Yeah, with a
Uh
blunt.
oh, she got her medication.
Yeah, with a blunt.
But like the reason I say that is because come Mad Day, somebody get mad at you, they're gonna screenshot everything you say and put it on Front Street. So if you can say it behind the scenes, make sure you can say it in front of the scenes, and then you don't have no problems.
But
no, no,
you know what? Oh, go ahead, Miss Tracy. Go ahead, baby.
no. You won't have no problem if you put it out there on Front Street.
That's how I
Hmm.
am. And I used to tell people that if I say it once, I say it to the person's face. I probably already told the person. After after I done repeated it publicly, I probably already done told the person what I had to
Hey,
say.
twin mama.
And
No, I'm gonna tell you something about myself. I'm in that Discord, but did you
Hey,
see me
Rico.
mix up any of that mess?
Hey,
Hell
twin
no,
mamas.
because I'm smart enough
Nope.
to know if I'm gonna say something there, I could say it right here in
That's
front of
it.
God and everybody.
That's
And
it.
you ain't gonna catch me slipping.
And they'll take what you say and twist it anyway and try to make it seem like it's racist or some dumb ass shit that it ain't any fucking way.
And
So
that's why you don't catch me
you being
saying,
smart.
I'm smarter than that. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Rico. That's why I was never somebody else who's from beef old school beef sector, have been here for a long time, was trying to figure out who I was. Like I've been here a long time and don't remember you. I'm like, that's because I wasn't in no mess.
You wasn't in no shit. That's it. You wasn't in no shit.
yeah, I'm in the Discord too, and they didn't even know it. People didn't even know I
Oh
was in the
yeah. I
Miss
Discord.
know you in
Tracy's
there.
crazy
I
too.
know you in there. Miss Tracy,
But I
we
don't
both
get in that
know.
mess though. I don't get in that mess. I don't
I
get
know
in
that's
it.
right.
Ain't
Now,
my
Miss
fault.
Tracy,
It ain't my fight either.
you don't really be in no stuff ever since that when you went through your divorce. Ever
I
since
know.
then, you ain't had no trouble, and I'm so congratulations. I never got a chance to congratulate you on it. I'm so glad you escaped that crazy ass man, cause that man was getting on my effing nerves for you.
Glad I did too. He was getting on my effing nerves too.
Not my Tracy. Tracy too sweet for that shit. Uh-uh.
I got tired of it.
I'm glad you did, baby. I'm glad you did. I don't bother people relationships or marriages, but when they take that step and they seem like they got peace, and it's perfect peace, and it's been like that for a while, baby, I'm gonna congratulate you, cause you wasn't the
I've been at
problem. It was
peace,
that. It was
girl.
that right there.
I've been at peace.
I believe you. Your actions show you been at peace. You ain't been in nothing
Nope.
ever since then. You been, and I'm glad you got out of it. If you don't make you happy, get out of it.
I
Cause
know
I
that's
bet you
right.
I'll do it. I'm married right now, but let that nigga F up and I feel like I gotta pick me over him, baby. It'll be me, the cats, and the dogs and the kids. And I'll be perfectly okay.
Yeah.
And I'll come right out here and spread my own tea and tell them it is what it is. I don't give a damn about what they got to say. But I tell them, dude, yeah, this is part of life. That don't mean nothing, you a failure, nothing. It's part of life. Seasons come and they go. And that was
Yep.
just a season.
Yep, it
But I'm
was.
proud of you. I'm proud of you. You've been doing really
Thank you.
good, Miss Tracy.
All
Now,
right,
what you
thank
got
you.
over there for me to eat?
I ain't cooking
Sounds like
nothing
work.
right now.
Oh, you pretty. You ain't cooking nothing today?
I done told Arkansas she